Unang jump ball pa lang nahuli ang gusto. PBA basketball, ginalingan ng gusto. Shoot sabay sigaw, dribble tapos hataw. Hiyaw parang lindol, Pastor Peter ni Idol. Solid ang laban, malupit ang galawan. Solid ang punch, malakas ang hiyawan. Ang action ay walang hinto. Sa solid na laro. Solid ang laban, malupit ang galawan. Solid ang punch, malakas ang hiyawan. Ang action ay walang hinto. Sa solid na laro. Baba ang depensa, mabilis ang opensa.
Bouncing off last weekend, sa ibang panig ng lalawigan ng Rizal naman tayo ngayon sa Antipolo. Inares Center din ang pangalan ng ating venue. Frequently visited by the fans and by the PBA. And we're gonna have a doubleheader for you today on RPTV and on One Sports YouTube. And the first game of our doubleheader today is gonna pit these guys, the NLEX Road Warriors, riding on a 2-game winning streak already. Sa ating komperensya, they've been impressive. Lots of great guard play, especially from this guy. Makakalaban nila itong Titan Ultra Risers that have yet to win a game. But looks like they're gonna have an import today, and let's see if that's gonna change their fortunes. Ako po si Charlie Guna, kasama ko, the point laureate, Ronnie Magsanok. Mainit ang NLEX, napakalamig ng Titan. Ako yung mangyayari rito. Ano tingin mo, Coach Ronnie?
Ang dalawang bagay lang ang sigurado. Best chance para sa NLEX Road Warriors na makakuha ng pangatlong sunod na panalo. At mayroong reinforcement ngayon ang team ng Titan Giant Risers.
That's right. He's there on the court already. We're gonna talk about him maya-mayang konti lang. So that's a welcome addition sa kanilang lineup because they've been struggling mightily sa kanilang unang mga dalawang laro. Especially against a team like NLEX, as you mentioned, Coach Ronnie, fresh off 2 convincing victories. The last one was close, but it really was a blowout. Terra Firma just went on a tear in that last portion, kaya naman muntik na silang makahabol.
Tama ka dyan. Pagkatapos manalo 114-75 laban sa Macau, kumpiyansadong sinalubong nila Coach Jimmy Lapag ang hamon ng Terra Firma. Gumamit ng second quarter juggernaut para iwanan ang team ng Terra Firma 65-48 ahead by 23 at the turn of the third quarter. very impressive. 31 assists on 36 made field goals. Sa labang ito, in the fourth quarter, outscored 33-11. And it took them key defensive stops in the end to preserve and escape with a 1-point win. Basta manalo, basta umakyat, basta makapasok sa quarterfinal.
Tama yun. A victory is a victory. Diba? Kaya 2-0 na nga sila. At syempre, nanguna doon, ang kanilang reinforcement, hindi naman bago ito si Dequan Jones dito sa PBA. We've seen him in the past. He was quite impressive sa kanyang unang stint a couple of years ago. And he continues to be in great shape. And yung familiarity niya sa PBA, kita-kita.
Litaw na litaw. At yung chemistry niya sa kanyang mga kasama nung unang siyang naglaro para dito sa NLEX as a replacement import. Pero ito, hanga ako at 36 years old, built like a baby tank. Pwede nating sabihin, built like a real tank. Those numbers are excellent. But more than that, he is a leader. He can make shots from mid-range all the way to the three-point area na kung saan he was extremely hot at 66% in that win versus Terra Firma at 4 of 6 sa Rainbow territory.
Seems to have a great
master as well.
Seems to have a great attitude also, coach. Parang type siya ng kanyang mga teammates.
Competitor eh. Alam mo, reminds me so much. Although, Fire and Ice, sila parang si Cadel Lane din ang effect para dito sa NLEX Road Warriors.
And we talk about NLEX, syempre may isip mo yung kanilang guard core. What a bunch of guards the team of Coach Jimmy has. Just like him, no, magagaling yung mga guardia niya. Shawnee Winston, after coming over for Converge, really established his place sa team na ito.
No doubt. Close to 17 points on 43% shooting, almost 5 rebounds per game sa Commissioner's Cup. College pa lang yan to sa Lasal, hanga na ako maglaro dito. Naglaro sa Converge, impressive. But when he made his leap to the NLEX team, he was a totally better player. And the numbers will show you that's why he has been starting as of late. But more than that, ito yung katuwang ni Robert Bolick na consistent double-digit scorer sa sa shooting guard position. And that's very important na meron kang siguradong double-digit scoring mula sa guard rotation, magkatuwang at magkasabay pa na ginagamit ni Coach Jimmy Alapag.
All-around ball game din na meron doon si Shawnee. Rebounds pati assist, di ba? Nandyan siya sa mga kategoryang yan. So Shawnee, from one guard to another, that's what we're gonna discuss right now for NLEX. We go to Berto. You mentioned him already, Coach Ronnie. We know how awesome this guy can be. He's a superstar in this league. Modest numbers so far in the first 2 games para sa kanyang team. But I guess he's happy kasi may mga tumutulong na sa kanya ngayon.
At yan ang layunin ni Coach Jimmy Alapag. Ika nga is squeeze the full potential of Robert Bolick. Scoring is not a problem. Clutch shots, never a concern. The face of the franchise probably will play a different role starting this conference for Coach Alapag. But when push comes to shove, get that ball in the hands of Robert Bolick and he'll find a way to help you get an all-important win.
Bigote power yan, Coach Ronnie.
Ay, Mr. Suave.
Diba? Tapos you go, look at that serious face mula kay Robert Bolick, especially in the end game. Ganyan talaga ang kanyang game face. And we talked about Shawnee, we talked about Berto. We're gonna talk about this guy, si Kevin Louis Alas, who has bounced back from several injuries in his career, but his style of play has never changed. All out pa rin.
The drunken master hard at work. Outstanding since his collegiate years with the Letran Knights. Has always been a big-name player, has also played for the national team. Best player sa una namang panalo para laban sa Macau. Familiar si Coach Jimmy Lapag sa laro ni Kevin Dalas. And right now, getting more minutes, showing Coach Jimmy as to why he deserves those minutes. Siyang #1 local scorer ngayon, by the way, para sa NLEX Road Warriors.
That's right. And from a maroon panel, we'll go to a maroon courtside. Pupunta natin si Ella ngayon. Ella Gomez.
Attorney and Coach Ronnie, strong start for the NLEX Road Warriors so far here in the elimination round as they are up 2-0 in this conference so far. And according to Coach Jimmy Alapag, sabi niya na his team has so much depth and versatility. And as a coach, ang gusto niya raw mangyari is that he gives the confidence to the players. Kaya naman, he gives them opportunity to step on the court. And sabi ni Coach na they need to show up when they step foot on the court. Sabi niya nga, getting contribution from all players keeps the opponent off balance. Sabi rin ni Coach Jimmy na it's important to have a good start para sa isang team for the confidence and momentum of the players. He credits the players' good work ethics and selflessness as the 2 key factors that make them a strong team. So now it's really all about consistency. Balik muna sa inyo.
Ang sarap talaga, Coach, na marami kang weapons sa yung team. No? If you're a coach.
Sobra.
Yan, si Enoch Valdez, di pa nga natin na pag-uusapan yan. No, we'll go to the other side now. Titan Ultra Giant Risers ang pag-uusapan natin. It's been tough, to say the least.
Very tough.
Diba? So
Very
far,
tough.
and in that last ball game, talagang na-magnify yun kasi talagang iwan na iwan sila sa Converge.
Lumaban kontra sa terra firma, dumikit na iwanan lang sa dulo, but against Converge, mula sa umpisa ay hindi sila nakaporma. Sa larong ito, first quarter pa lang, halos mapag-iwanan na sila. Second quarter pa lang, they only scored, I believe, a total of 26 points and eventually ended up with only 74, even after accounting for 48 in the last 2 quarters. Rebounding, they lost. Assist count, they lost. Points inside the paint. Mahirap talaga pag wala kang reinforcement for the second straight game. In spite of the fact that si Jalen Hudson, ang reinforcement ng Converge, only played 24 minutes. It was an uphill grind for Coach Renz Mahar. And the rest of the Giant Risers stay even close laban sa debuting team ng Converge Fiber Xers.
But you need to keep fighting. And there are some fighters on this team, guys, who really just play, don't care about the score on the scoreboard. And that Fran Yu is one of them. No, he was really playing hard in that game, hustling for loose balls, trying to steal the ball away from their opponents. And naka-score naman din ng double digits si Fran.
At siya ang leading scorer, by the way, without a reinforcement. And those who scored well against the Reforma na hindi nakapuntos at hindi umakyat ng production, si Fran Yu naman ang tumrangko sa opensa. After 5 points on 1 of 9 shooting versus the Reforma, this time against Converge, he led the team at 50% shooting, 14 points scored to go with his 5 assists. Mautak maglaro, may tira sa labas, matulin, mabilis, pero kinakailangan talaga may reinforcement na maglaro para lalong lumabas ang tikas, husay at galing ni Fran Yu para sa Titan.
Saka alam natin, atapang atao yan. Nung
Atapang.
days niya, grabe talaga.
Champion yan.
Palaban.
Oo naman.
So Fran Yu, well, looking to do more of the same in this game. He's got some help, of course. Rookie ito, pero yung larong veterano na. Si Brian Sahonia, the field goal percentage could be better, coach. But when the team was really struggling, getting beaten black and blue in that second quarter, he really showed himself.
Right. And he had that sequence wherein he hit consecutive points and multiple three-point shots to try and keep his team competitive and at least closer sa Converse. Itong si Brian Sahonia is about 11.5 points per game. 14 points versus Converge, 9 points versus Terra Firma. The shooting percentage can be better. But this is a shooting guard, now being played as a combo guard, meaning ginagamit din sa point guard position. But more at home, in the 2 guard position, let's see if he is more consistent this time as they need his outside sniping and steady defense against the streaking team ng NLEX Road Warriors.
But if there's somebody who really needs to step up here, especially on the scoring department, it's this guy, si Joshua Monzon. We know his capabilities. He was a former #1 pick. He can put points on the board and he plays great defense as well. Nag-dip ang laro niya sa kanilang pangalawang laro. Kailangan bumalik sa Game 1 or even better.
A large reason why during the time of Arvin Tolentino ay nakapasok ito sa semifinals. One of the best when you talk about steals, he has been their top local scorer ever since Arvin Tolentino departed for Japan. 15 points in 30 minutes versus Terra Firma, 7 rebounds and 5 assists. Only played 20 minutes versus Converse in a different role, now off the bench with Joshua Monzon. But for Titan to be competitive, they have to squeeze the best out of Monzon in today's matchup.
And hopefully this guy as well. He comes on as a 33-year-old import. Tyrell Brown ang kanyang pangalan from Ouachita Baptist University in Arkansas. And he's played all over in South America. Coach Ronnie, we don't know much about him or how he plays. This is going to be his debut. Sana makatulong.
Sana makatulong. Hindi nakarating si James Milton. Hindi nakakuha ng FIBA clearance. Nandito si Tyrell Brown. Siguradong makakatulong. Let's see what gives sa kanyang unang laro para dito sa High Risers.
Baptism of fire, of course, against a streaking NLEX team. We'll go over to Ella one more time.
Attorney and Coach Ronnie, nabanggit niyo nga na hindi nagkaroon ng import ang Titan Giant Ultra Risers and not a good start for them. But good news for them today dahil meron na silang import at cleared siya for today's game to play. This is Tyrell Brown. According to Coach Renzi Bahar, they are at a disadvantage lang because he arrived on the 10th and haven't practiced 5-on-5 yet with the team. So Coach Renzi said that he just needs to play today without trying to do it all and put pressure on himself in order to help the team. On other news naman, Jeric Balanza has doctor's orders to rest out today dahil nagka-vertigo raw siya kahapon. Balik muna sa inyo.
Well, maraming salamat para sa mga report, Ella. Sibag ni Ella. Daming kausap kanina. Nakita ko courtside talking to all the players.
Yes.
Of course, we'll get more reports from her later on. In the meantime, we're going to throw it to Mark Luzon. He's our venue announcer here at Inares. He's going to call out starting lineups.
And our first game, it's the NLEX Road Warriors versus the Titan Ultra Giant Risers. Let's meet the starting lineups first for the NLEX Road Warriors. At guard from Ormoc Leyte, number 8, Robert Bolick. From Olongapo City, the other guard, number 14, Shawnee Winston. At center from Apalit, Pampanga, number 4, Lawrence Capulog. From Mangatarem, Pangasinan, at forward, number 6, Enoch Valdez. And also at forward, number 54, Daycon Jones. Head coach for the Road Warriors is Jimmy Alabag. And now here are the starters for the Titan Ultra Giant Racers. From Tondo, Manila, at guard, number 12, Roy Sumang. The other guard from Pavia, Iloilo, number 4, Brian Sahonia. At forward, number 32, Tyrell Jones. From Pampanga, the other forward, number 24, Joshua Munzon. And at center from Laguag, Ilocos Norte, number 9, Pao Avilinar. Head coach for the Giant Racers is Rex Bahar. Game officials are Romel Gruda, Janine Cando, Charlie Alvarado, and Jason Vibinoso.
These are the game officials. Romel Gruta is the crew chief. Janine Nicandro, May Tocayo, Charlie Amparado, and Jason Vibinoso. Kasamang Charlie Amparado, happy birthday lang yan last week.
Nako, belated.
So belated happy birthday. The starters para kay Coach Jimmy Alapag at kay Coach Renzi Bahar. Mga kwarta din. Mga point guard talaga, nagiging coach eh. Madalas. Kasama na rin itong katabi ko.
It does not follow, pero parang ganun lumalabas.
Very often. Parang bibihira yung mga sentro, nagiging head coach. Not as often. There are a number, but it's usually the guards. They see the game in a different way, especially the point guards.
Tanuhin ko nga yung mabuting kaibigan kong si Benji Paras.
Pang head coach siya.
Oo, kanina kasama ko lang eh. Sabi, pinagkwentuhan namin si Janice Kuma.
Ay, nako. Ay, nakakatawang kwentuhan yun. Ito na tayo. Nag-umpisa na ating labanan. And there is Robert Berto Bolick and Brian Sahonia. His fellow Bedan will guard him. He goes to Shawnee Winston. Hesitated on the 3. Now the mid-range. That's usually Matic, but that's a miss. And Sahonia will chase it down. Sahonia built like a truck there.
Yes, totoo yan.
Roy Sumang, the veteran, hits nothing but air. As Enoch Valdez, who's gotten a little bit more playing time under Coach Jimmy Alapag, hands it over to Dequan. He'll miss. Winston will keep it alive. Drop it over to Enoch for the first 2.
That's something very positive para dito sa NLEX. Rebounding has been very good for them as of late. Different starting unit, by the way, para dito sa Titan Ultra, like Sumang starting out for the first time together with Luzon.
They go to Brown. He'll hoist it up and miss on his first attempt dito sa PBA. Remember, he just got in. Hasn't really played a full game or full scrimmage with his team. So, medyo mga kapapayang. Step back 3. In and out for Berto. Munzon, lead path to Sahonia. Avilinar wants it, but Sahonia will try to take it, but he put himself in a tough situation. Dequan will go against Tyrell. Dequan, the short jumper is good.
That's why I call him a baby tank. Always tries to find his way close to the basket. Although kanina pupukol ng mahabang tira. Lakas ng katawan at ang bilis at 36 years old.
Gusto niya yung namapangga muna eh. He's that type of player. There are players who are like that, yung mga poly types na kailangan nilang banggain muna yung defender
Contact
bago
muna.
tumira.
Fit na fit para dito sa Road Warriors talaga. Look at this. In their early offense up against
You know.
Brown. There you go. Fighting for that spot.
13 to shoot for the Risers. Sedge Roy Suma. His second time to be in the PBA. He was away for a couple of seasons. Oh, all the way to the basket. Nakaabot si Munzon to no avail. Bolick will try to go down to Capullo. It was tipped away. Bolick asking for some ISO on the right side. Avilinar will come to meet him. He'll attack and get the basket anyway.
He had the cross match. Wanted to attack, but Lata Bolskin still scored anyway. 6-0 start here para dito sa NLEX.
It's important for Titan to try to stay close.
Oh.
And sa kanyang pagbuelo, nakatapak sa labas si Joshua Munzon. So turnover naging resulta. Hindi pa nakakascore ang Titan Ultra with 2.5 minutes.
They only scored 9 points in the first 12 minutes laban sa Converge. Dito sa simula ng ating first quarter, tatlong sunod-sunod na supply at isang turnover in their first 4 possessions.
Capullo and Brown getting physical. Brown looked over at the referee. He's gonna learn about the physicality in the PBA, as all imports do. And Dequan Jones just powering underneath.
This is an elite reinforcement, really. Very smart. Probably also understanding the kind of landscape na meron na sa PBA.
Yes.
Ba't ako titira ng malayo kung kaya kong maragin sa loob after a miss? Super power strength coming from this reinforcement.
Lamang na lamang talaga ang maling import dito sa PBA.
Mas kabisado. At hindi naman kasi lahat nakakabalik.
Right.
Diba?
Tells you something about the character also of the import, no? And that's an 8-0 start with 9:22 to go. And Titan calls a timeout. They need to talk about how to get that ball in the hoop.
Down ulit tayo. Bigyan natin kay Brian. Then spread out. We go now. Right away go for top ball screen. Josh, you stay on the corner. Ikaw na muna ang matake, Brian. Okay? If he goes, will around ka lang, Paulo. Kasi to, babalik naman to. You can go for that short roll. We can hit you here. Okay? Pero pag wala, Brian, atake tayo. Okay? Come on. Spread out na. Spread out.
Hindi namin nabanggit kanina, but this is a Group A matchup that we're having. 7 teams in Group A compared to 6 teams on the other side. Kaya naman mas konting laro ang mga teams in Group B in total for the eliminations. Wala nang quarter. Well, yung quarters will be automatic na yan. Yung placings, wala na mga playoff games yan. Tapos quarters na agad ang mangyayari.
Pero ang kaibahan dyan, yung best of 5 sa quarterfinals, hindi madali yan. Imagine mo yung dadaanan mo na linya patungo sa semis at para makatawid sa finals. Tuloy-tuloy yan.
Finals lang ang best of 7 natin, Coach.
Tama.
Sa quarters and semis will be best of 5 only.
Matira matibay, ika.
May mangyayari dyan crossover ang labanan. Di ba? Yung Group A na 1, B na 4. Ganun ang mangyayari. We've seen that before in international tournaments in some other conferences. So, baka hindi nyo alam at masanay na kayo na ganun ang mangyayari. Sahonya's jumper is just a bit short. And Dequan Jones throws it off the legs of Robert Bolick. Mababa ang kanyang pasa. So, yung pagkakataon pa ulit ang Titan Ultra, baka makahirit na rito, Coach.
After timeout play, walang offensive rebound. May isang penetration si Monson, but so far the jumpers have not fallen for them in the first almost 3 minutes of action. So, unang quarter.
Munzon on the receipt. He'll step back. The jumper is offline. Puro board lang ang tinamaan. Up ahead to Enoch Valdez. Super athletic but couldn't get to it quick enough. Sahonya composes himself. Passes it over to Munzon. Down to Brown. Brown at the post. And he puts it up and in and finally on the board and he gets his first 2 points in the league.
I like that pass coming from Monzon. Ba't natin pipilitin? Meron na tayong reinforcement. Subukan natin ang husay. And he delivers their first basket after almost 4 minutes.
Kapulong puts it up. Can't put it in. I was talking to Tyrell Brown just before tip-off, Coach, bago tayo nag-umpisa ng coverage. And he said, I can play outside, I can play inside as well. Yan ang sabi niya sa akin. I like playing power forward. But his outside shot is a miss on that play. But we'll see.
Ining-iting-itian siya ni Dequan Jones.
Correct. Alam mo, words are cheap, Coach. You gotta show it on the court.
No doubt.
Look at that harassment from Tyrell Brown, but the blue shirts are going to keep it. There's going to be a substitution. Anthony Semerad, who has been playing well this season, replaces Kapulong.
Coach Jim Elapag has been using about 15 to 16 players in the first 2 games. So makikita mo, the minutes will go down, the roles might be different. But eventually, push comes to shove. Sabi nga natin, pag digdikan na, mababawasan din yan, rotation.
Richie Roger, pinasok na rin. Bolick will try to go baseline. Kick it to Semerat. Kapapasok lang. Bitin ang 3-point shot. Offensive board. Bolick. Reverse is good for Berto.
11 points a game in the first 2 wins. Roberto Bolick today, very aggressive. Looking for the shot. That's how many points for Bolick so far? 4 of the first 11.
That's a 9-point lead para sa NLEX. 7:37 to go. Outside shot from Roy Sumang. Hits the mark. That's a 3.
Since his days, the UAP has always been a super scorer. Nice to see Sumang back, make his way back here in the PBA. But he has to be a better defender against the live Humberto Bolic.
Bolic bouncing to Jones. And he finger rolls it. I thought he wanted to jam it. Pero nakita niya may defender. Gentle layup na lang ang ginawa.
Baka naman nakita ganyan kalaki, ganyan kalapad, bumobomba pa sa ilalim. 30 assists per game ang NLEX in the first 2 wins.
That's right.
You can see the reason why. A basket can from a pass.
Ganda ng,
Again, Bolic.
ganda ng equal opportunity ng NLEX. Everybody, if you're open, you find your spot, di ba? Uy, layo naman ng tira na yun. Puro board at tinamaan. Pangalawang beses na yan na ganyan ang tira ng Titan in this first period.
2 players have scored so far para dito sa Giant Risers. Sa kabilang panig naman para sa NLEX, meron na silang 2 from Valdez, 4 kay Bolic at 7 galing kay Dequan Jones.
We do have a doubleheader today and San Miguel Beer is going to be making his debut.
With Chris, tama ba? Chris King?
George King.
George King.
George King. Yung dating sumisingkwenta
Oo.
sa Blackwater. Nasa kanila na ngayon.
Ay, galing din.
Ang hilig pumatro nun.
Ang galing din kumuha ng kuha ni Coach Patrick Aquino. Kay Barkley, galing na reinforcement.
At ang kalaban nila, later, San Miguel, will be playing the Macau Pandas.
Dumating na ba yung mga dalawang bagong players nila?
Yun na nga. That's something we'll have to find out later on as Terrell Brown gets another bucket. He's got 2.
Cannot overemphasize the value of an import playing for you.
Straight to the hoop na naman si Bolic. Hindi na lang na kompleto. Omega with the rebound. He's checked into the game. Aris Dionisio as well. He receives, releases, but can't hit the mark. Bolic wanted it up front. He does get it. Dionisio is defending, but Bolic attempts and misses. Shawnee Winston another try. Kinaliwa na foul sa ere. At mag-free throws si Deshaun Winston.
Another offensive rebound given up. Wala si Terrell Brown sa ilalim. The locals not blocking out. Taking a look at Aris Dionisio. He had 21 points versus Terraferma, but scoreless against Converge. That hurt them as they only scored a little over 70 points in that loss laban sa Fiber Xers.
Pinasok na coach si Fran Yu na napag-usapan natin kanina. He replaces Terrell Brown who has 2 baskets already in the game pero mukhang winded na siya dahil hindi sanay. Siguro sa ganitong pace.
Pero imagine mo kung wala na naman reinforcement ngayon ng Titan Ultras. Halimbawa, to simplify things, 5 na score niya. 2 points pa lang sila kung sakali. That's the big reason why they had only 9 points in the first 12 minutes laban sa Converge in their last loss.
Shawnee Winston, those are his numbers against Terra Firma. 13, 5, and 6. We're getting used to that stat line already mula kay Shawnee Winston.
Consistent.
Game in and game out.
Yes. What I like about him is that he is a lockdown perimeter defender as well.
Munzon out to Fran. Fran stops, goes inside to Josh, drops it over to Omega. Omega inside, will power up. And he won't get it! Nag-isipang bola doon.
Unfortunately, he missed, but it was the right play. Initiated by Josh Munzon.
Tried to go baseline to Dequan Jones. Bolic got it back. He'll go to Roger, babalik kay Berto. 12 to shoot, saksak ni Bolic. Kinaliwa, na-foul pa siya.
Again, very aggressive today, looking for a shot. Early offense has to be defended better ng Titan. Out of the 15 shots, Bolic has taken 6. He has also scored 6 on 50% shooting.
That's the play of the half brought to us by Sports Plus. Bolic's bonus free throw coming up.
Napakahirap bantayan. Pag nakapunta dun sa defensive box, halos ilista mo na.
They counted. There was a violation and the referee Amparado was ready to have him shoot again if he missed it.
Aggression is on for Robert Bolic, scoring 7 of the first 18 points para dito sa NLEX.
Alam mo, many times it's Bolic setting the table, but when he plays off the ball, magaling din kasi gumalaw. Good target pa rin siya. Nice layup mula kay Joshua Munzon, his first of the game.
Matira sa labas. Mahusay na free throw shooter at napakagaling pumasa. Number 1 in the PBA, at least in the last few conferences, assist ka.
That's
right.
right.
Si Bolic.
Hoy, umabot sa basket na naman, pero bintis ang layup ni Shawnee Winston. The lead pass goes to Joshua Munzon. He waits for it. Passes it to the cutter. Ambohot hesitates, but gets it to go anyway.
4 points inside the paint. And again, Munzon making that play happen. But they're still behind by 7 at this stage.
Shawnee kicks it to Roger. Looping three is short. Rebound taken by Omega. Fran inside. Munzon. Richie Roger guarding him like a hawk. Shot clock down to 10. They pass it over to Fran Yu. Looking for a whistle there, unable to get it. Daquan Jones pulls it down. Up ahead to Bolick, left it for Shawnee. Balik kay Berto, sets his feet, three on the way. It falls para kay Robert Bolick.
10 of the first 21 from Bolick. 7 attempts, equivalent to 21 points. And again, the early offense has been the big ticket of NLEX to build a 10-point lead laban sa Giant Rival.
Double digits na, coach, ang lamang ng NLEX. So, Titan finds itself down by double digits yet again.
Bakit ka mo? Double digits na rin si Robert Bolick. Who can stop Bolick?
Omega with that three-pointer, bitin yun. Ito na ang NLEX, umaatake with 3.5 remaining in the first. Look at that sidestep and the crossover. Got it strong going up, and he's held down by Omega. They're going to call a foul on Mark.
It was a late but correct call. Nung nawala si Brown sa loob, doon marangkada palayo ang NLEX. Inside defense has been absent without Brown inside. That's why he's being redeployed. At kasama si Juan Pesumal, mapapasok.
He replaces Joshua Munzon. At mag-iingat ang tayo. Lalabas si Omega. Dahil 6 sila nasa court. Akala ko matatawagan sila ng technical.
Ayan na, lumabas na.
Big smile from Von Pesumal towards the panel as he comes into the game. And always ready to shoot ka. Kaya he's rubbing his hands together. Pinaiinit na
Yan. A dead shot naman talaga yan.
Ito, ilan na to? 11 points na to.
Yes, already tried this Governor's Cup average. Dun sa first 2 games na nailaro nila. Bolick had 12 points versus Terra Firma. And against Macau, scored 9 points.
You know, Bolick is a shark. And when he saw na opponent nila ng Titans, sabi niya, naku, I smell blood, di ba?
Setting the tone. Napakahalaga.
JB Bahio has entered the game. So, kung itong NLEX, medyo may kulay pula, mga bedista. Itong Titan naman, mga letranista naman. Diba? Marami sa kabilang side. Ano naman natin yun? Puno ng letranista.
Ang bohot. Fran Yu.
Diyan si Ular.
Avillonar.
Avillonar.
Si Omega ba nag-letran bago lumipat?
Not sure. Ano, pero, di ba meron pa yan? There's at least one more that we have not mentioned.
Pero si Contapay, bedista di ba?
Yes,
Just
yes.
like sa horn niya.
So, with a sprinkling of beda rin pala.
Amores, JRU naman.
Tyrell Brown in the paint, powering up. But 3 blue shirts converge and he missed that.
But you like that move. Fresh off the bench, powers his way inside. And that's what you like. Alam yung sitwasyon, alam yung pulso ng pangailangan, susubok, kakayot.
Baseline inbound, Fran yung gagawa niya. Probably have to kick it all the way out as Pesumal receives it. Von asking for the screen. Sees the opening but loses his footing. Nahila raw siya ni Kevin Alas. Sabi ni Romel Gruta.
Of a two-man game, the penetration by Pesumal will extract. That holding foul happened kay Kevin Alas.
Hey, listen. I got it. Did you guys see on that last post-up? LJ, great job. The imports posted up, whoever's here, just dig. Knowing they want to shoot the 3. Just be there a little bit, all right? Hey, down here, Kev, take a look. Mario, you're the screener. Tony here. Richie here. Mario. Kev. LJ. Right?
Always a best player of the conference candidate. Always a best player of the game candidate. And showing us why.
Oh yes, without a doubt. One of the top players in the PBA, one of the best guards right now in the league. Consistent numbers, heady plays, and you also like the way he represents the ball club. Maayos, di maangal. Larong-laro, also represented the country in the last Southeast Asian Games and helped Coach Norman Black secure another gold medal for the Philippines.
That's right. You know, and he's really just an all-around type of player. He's He loves the game. He loves to win. Hates it when they lose. Kita mo sa mukha niya, galit na galit yan pag natatalo ang kanyang opponent.
Totoo naman. And so far, NLEX dominant here in the first quarter. 8-0 second chance scoring, 15-18 rebounding. 14 against 6 in terms of paint points.
Brown inside, and you can see he does have some skill under that basket, and I think he's realizing he can have his way underneath.
Lalong-lalo na, wala si Jones sa loob ngayon para tumapat sa kanya.
So they got a basket off that timeout. LJ Gonzalez has checked into the game.
He's got 7 points, by the way.
4 yan. Pumasok pero nagmintis. May tulakan sa rebound that Semerad was hanging on to the arm of Tyrell Brown. T. Brown. He's gonna get called for that. Yan si Tony Semerad. At talagang he wears his Vedan heritage on his arm. Nakita-kita dyan.
And that's his calling card, so to speak. Para panatilihin yung kanyang longevity dito sa PBA career niya.
Franyu all the way to the basket, and he's fouled en route, so he's gonna go to the line para sa dalawang free throws.
Suddenly, Franyu was underneath against a fellow speedster, si LJ Gonzalez, na isa sa nakikita ko na pinakamatulin na gwardiya ngayon sa PBA. Saksakan ng bilis.
Tsaka willing to take the big shot as well si LJ Gonzalez. He won them a game last conference.
So yan.
Offside. Franyu hits the first one.
The leading scorer in that blowout loss laban sa Converge with 14 points. Itong si Franyu. First time off the bench, Franyu in 3 games para sa Titan.
Misses that second one, and LJ Gonzalez skying for that rebound. May talon rin kasi. JB Bahio hands it off to LJ.
Isang Red Lion din.
Oh, si Bahio he was scoring consistently in double digits, and in fact made the All-Star team. Naboto yan.
Diba? A third-round pick, suddenly an all-star player. And that's a testament to the hard work that he has put in over the years.
Kampiyon din yan ng college.
Oo.
Saka alam ko best friend ni Calvin Octano. Silang tandem. Marka din yan.
Kanya pala.
And what a team that was. Nobolik was there as well. In that champion team. Here comes LJ. Kevin Rakal has now checked into the game. They go to Alas. Go to K-Rax. Kevin for 3.
On that floppy play, suddenly was Pesumal lost. Itong si Kevin Alas. First 3-point basket ba ito ng NLEX? Pangalawa na.
Pangalawa na. Alas. Oh! He can hit the 3, but he couldn't hit the layup. But LJ Gonzalez hustling. He'll miss a layup as well. 2 layups missed by NLEX, and that's gonna drive Jimmy Alapag nuts. He was holding on to the top of his head. Tapos sasagot ang 3 sa kabilang aray.
Alam mo, isa sa dahilan kung bakit naiwanan ng Titan kontra ng Converse because they were 0 of 17 from the 3-point land in the first 24 minutes.
That's a record.
Correct.
You don't want to have.
Oo, infamous ika nga. Dionisio, good news para sa kanila. Knocks in his first basket.
Oh, what a pass! Bahio really have that talent. He's a dribble threat as well. And he found K-Rax moving without the ball. And if K-Rax gets a free throw, assist ni Bahio yun.
Totoo, undersized in his position but definitely smart. Itong si JB Bahio.
Well, Rakal, he's the most veteran player sa panig ng NLEX. He's been around in the league for a long time, mostly with the Alaska Aces.
Kevin Kent Rakal, also an NCAA champion teammate dati ito ni Kevin Alas.
Yes.
Kasama si Mark Cruz.
Nakasingit ang letran eh. Isa sa mga nakasingit sa veteran, San Veteran.
Mabigat ang team ng Letran nila Coach
Couple
Louie
of
Alas. So, mabigat. Mahusay mag-call si Coach Louie Alas.
He finally gets another outside shot to go. That's a 3.
And that's 50% of their total output. Almost. Tama ba? 9 points pa lamang siya.
Oh, ang Bohot stuffed Bahio upstairs, but they're still gonna call a foul on Geo. Stop and pop coming from T. Brown. Watch that again from a different angle. He found that hoop. So it took him a little bit of time to warm up, but Brown's showing us his stuff.
Tama sinabi niya sa'yo.
I can shoot outside, I can post up.
Yes.
No false representation.
No, none at all.
Hindi fake news yan, Coach.
Walk the talk. And his welcome news. Answered prayer. for being able to play today for this franchise.
Lead is down to 7, pero ngayon 8 na ulit dahil pinasok ni JB ang kanyang una. Pumasok na si King.
Tama.
Caralipio.
Yan. Their own version of the King.
Another lefty.
And another one who scored in double figures for them against Converge.
And with that miss, it's just an 8-point lead with less than a minute to go. A chance for Titan to close the gap bago matapos ang quarter 1.
Showing us signs of life, especially with Brown playing this way.
Mid-range, off target.
Well defended by Ramirez this time.
Big boy, Brandon Ramirez. Alas, the hesitation. Sabay abante. Kick out. Bahio, pumeke. Sabay tira off the glass.
He's a big man who possesses perimeter moves. Yung beaten niya na pagka Pinoy step, ang tagal niyan eh.
Parang slow motion nga yung galaw eh. Pero he got to the spot and able to get that basket off.
Saka master niya yan.
Caralipio thinking about it. He'll kick it out to Brown. He'll try a 4. Let's go! Aba, 2-3-4.
7 points from the long lines. 13 of the first 24. Yes, sir.
LJ
Up
Love.
here, Brown is here.
Ayun na nga. And eksakto, di na-beat ni Gonzalez ang final buzzer ng ating first quarter. At sa pag-rebound ni T. Brown, it's just a 6-point lead for NLEX after 1.
Years in South America. So when it comes to the physicality of the PBA raw, handa siya because playing in South America has been very physical as well. At sabi niya, guys there were bigger. So he is sure he is ready for what physicality the PBA throws at him. And now for today, his focus raw is on helping the team in rebounding department, post presence, and shooting those threes. Balik muna sa inyo.
Maraming salamat. Report ni Ella Gomez ang inyong narinig. And, well, talking about T. Brown, who had a couple of baskets before that first quarter ended to close the gap. And they're going to start the second quarter with the possession. Vaughn will release and hit a basket.
Off a staggered play. And then a baseline screen for Pesimon. A master catch-and-shoot player. Suddenly, the lead is just a one-possession one para dito sa Road Warriors.
LJ Gonzalez, though, replies with a three-pointer of his own.
Showing us that he's got range as well. A part of the future for sure para sa NLEX itong si LJ Gonzalez. Kaling.
Juan Pesumal lofted. LJ Gonzalez strips that one away. Up ahead to Alas, who will finish on the other side.
Will not miss another layup for sure. 5 for Kevin Alas. And 5-0 run here to increase their lead to 9 after bumaba sa 4 sa pagtatapos ng ating unang quarter.
Ang bilis nung ano eh. Back-to-back baskets ng NLEX. And now, once again, another miss. One and done. Doing great on the defensive boards ang Road Warriors. Racal had a chance but didn't take it. They go down. Bahio studying the situation. Tries to go baseline against King. Ang sikip. At mukhang na-manhandle siya ni King Caralipio.
Oo naman. Too deep. And Bahio doing the right thing. But first, let's take a look at LJ Gonzalez. After a brief scoring drought, they're off and running once again. 5 points on 2 possessions for a 9-point lead.
Joshua Monzon is back in the game.
When Inigo plays for the first time, somebody has to keep in step with LJ Gonzalez.
Axel Inigo, bagong pick-up ng Titan, bago nag-umpisa ang ating Governor's Cup.
Galing din sa FEU Tamaraos.
Parang nung panahon na yun, dalawa silang Inigo na naglalaro.
Oo.
At the same time.
Totoo.
Si Achi yata yung isa.
Archie, no?
Bahio, second free throw. Iba rin yung form ni JB. Missing that second one. He split his free throws both times he's been out the line. But that's an even 10-point lead for NLEX. Inigo handling now. Goes over to Josh Munzon. Munzon on the move. Tried to lay it up, but it's a miss. Bahio, another rebound. Up ahead to LJ. LJ bouncing to Alas. Hesitation. Might have shuffled his feet though, but got the basket anyway.
Pwede. No whistle was blown from a 30-24 scoreline. This is an 8-2 run.
Tuntua si Silina.
O bakit hindi? Kanina 4, ngayon umakyat na muli sa 12 para sa NLEX Road Warriors.
Diyos! Save me, Papa! Back-picking! Access, solid screen! Tyrell, go! Brian, pag-libre yun, bigay mo na! Okay? Pag walang nangyari! Okay, Diyos, go out! Stagger, screen kay Diyos! Para meron tayo rito, Axel, screen kay Diyos! Up high! Up high! LJ here! Go! Brandon, follow! K-Rax, you're here. Kev, you're here for the help. You're here. All right? Hey, hey, great job defensively. Keep it up. Keep it up. Let's go.
You're still watching the 50th season of the PBA. Kwento ni Kevin Alas that at this point in his career, he is putting emphasis in looking at the longevity of his career. So that is being more intentional in how he rests, the things he eats, and basically all the factors in his life because he wants to prolong his career. Sabi niya nga, I want to be available as much as I can. And as a veteran in the league and in NLEX, he takes the time to guide the younger players throughout. Lalo na now being under Coach Jimmy, who was his senior when he was still a rookie sa PBA. So it's more of a way of him paying it forward. Balik mo sa inyo.
Thanks a lot, Ella. As Brian Sahonya knocks down the three. Siyempre, kailangan pahabain ng career. Lumalaki ng pamilya rin ni Celine.
Yan naman ang intention ng lahat ng mga nakakaapak sa PBA. And that's an after-timeout play that the Giant Risers will convert. Napakahalaga dahil may tangkang NLEX. Hindi lamang tablan yung kanilang pinakamalaking kalaman, kundi iwanan sila.
If you're NLEX, you really want to keep pounding, just keep trying to stretch this score because you know you have that advantage. Iba yung import, bagong dating lang yan.
Pero nakita mo yung value nitong si Brown talaga. If not scoring, helping his teammates score. And that was an inside-outside play. Good kick-out pass. And Brian Sahonya also a very good catch-and-shoot player.
Brown having a conversation with referee Janine Nicandro, trying to explain something. As play resumes, Shawnee to Ramirez, who was practicing this earlier. Couldn't hit it on that play. At may loose ball foul na tatawagin. Si Dequan Jones ba? Gustong magreklamo pero as he did in that last game, run away na lang siya.
Oo, malapad din kasi itong si Brown eh. Mahirap kunan ng offensive rebound pag nasa loob. They lost the rebounding against Converge, 67-53.
0 of 17 nga nabanggit mo sa 3 points. Ngayon 4 of 9 na Titan in the first half. So that's helping them.
That's a good sign. Dun sa Terraferma, out-rebounded naman sila ng 16 kasi nga walang import.
Inigo can't hit the short range. Alas will pick up the loose ball. You see Racal on the left side in the corner. Left it for Jones. Jones will try to attack again. Then go off the glass. Suabe, no?
Suabe, on that early offense, able to get to his spot. With a simple handoff play coming from Alas. And again, a shot coming off a pass by a teammate. Very important.
Lead is 11. 8 minutes and 48 to go in the first half. Sahonya lost it. Brown picked it up, released and missed. And Brandon Ramirez, talk about wide bodies. Brandon's got the widest right now. Alas trying to take advantage. At grabe talaga to si Kevin Alas. Yung mga unorthodox na tira, he's the master of that.
Oh, no doubt. 3 points in the first quarter, 6 here in quarter 2. That's 6 of the 12 second quarter points ng NLEX galing sa former Tetra Tech.
Nakawala naman to si Joshua Monzon. A layup from Josh Monzon.
2 points in the first quarter, first 2 here in quarter 2, but still behind by 11 at this stage.
Sa corner 3 si Alas. Mintis. Ato Ular nakakakuha ng rebound. Ito na si Joshua muli. Antayin niya makaseta pa kanya mga teammates. Sabay crossover. Baseline drive sana. And he's knocked down. And the ball taken by Dequan Jones. Inigo. Humabol pa kunyari. But Dequan Jones slamming it through.
It's right now 14 against 7 here in the second quarter in favor of NLEX.
Oh, nice hook shot. Wala kay Ato Ular. And there was no one underneath for a possible offensive rebound.
That was a difficult make.
He had to make it.
Correct. From the former bossy.
Nag-stop over din yun sa NLEX.
Oo nga, bahagya, no?
Oh. Ramirez now. Dump off to Shawnee. Shawnee will rise and hit.
Yan ang case na offense simply better than the defense. Because the defender did everything he could. Bump him, stop him. Pero si Winston yung the ability to rise, no? When he puts on that stop, galing.
Points in the paint. Lamang na ng 16 points itong NLEX. 26-10. And they look to attack and get some more points maybe in the paint. No, from 3. They get it from Kevin Alas, his second three-pointer of the game. And what were we saying? They're starting to pull away.
A second quarter juggernaut for the second straight time. 6 lang kanina yan. 30-24. 19-9 here in the second quarter. Suddenly, up by the biggest margin. Tabing 6 na puntos abante because of plays coming from Kevin Alas, who scored already a total of 9 second quarter points.
So you see Coach Jimmy Alapag talking to his guys. Andyan din si Virgil Villavicencio. May mga assistants like Borgie Hermida is there. Siyempre si Coach John Wichico hindi mawawala. Andyan, no? Nakita nyo medyo puti yung buhok sa may kanan. Tapos andyan din si Woody Ko, former UP Maroon, helping them out. Eman Monfort also there. And these guys, how these assistant coaches, they don't just coach. They also help during the warm-up. Sila tagapasa ng bola sa mga players natin.
Oo naman. Kung anong maitutulong, of course.
They're on a roll.
Big second quarter run. The re-entry of Jones has also spearheaded multiple and consecutive defensive stops, and there's no stopping right now dahil si Robert Bolick naman ang papalit kay Kevin Alas.
Grabe nga yung guard rotation ng NLEX.
Parehong double digits na itong dalawa. 12 si Alas. Ito naman si Robert Bolick ay may 10. 12 din.
The guards are doing their thing. Ato Ular will try a 3. It rolls out. That was a play diagram coming out of the timeout.
Right. Nothing on this after timeout play this time para sa Giant Risers.
Bolick will set the table. Goes to Robbie Herndon, first time in the game. Shawnee Winston takes it anyway, and he gets fouled by Ato Ular. Yung mga herky-jerky motions na yan, the defense has to adjust. Natawa na lang si Ato.
That's not a good foul. There were 2 white shirts laban kay Winston, who was trying to post up somebody much taller than him.
Di nila na pilit na ipasa ni Shawnee Winston. He took it anyway. Probably felt the shot clock was about to expire. It's the first free throw. And we have a report from Ella.
Attorney and Coach Ronnie, being under Coach Jimmy Alapagrao, Shawnee Winston has been taking the opportunity to learn to be a student of the game. According to Shawnee, he knows how to win round and he brings a different kind of energy to the team. Pinapaalala nga sa kanila ni Coach na kailangan nila to stay focused and stay in the moment because this is actually a long journey. Sabi naman ni Shawnee na NLEX is one of the hardest working team and it shows in their practice, their extra shots, working hard, and in training. So it's all about continuing their hard work from practice to the court. Balik muna sa inyo.
Salamat, Ella. At kung napansin ninyo, as Shawnee Winston tops it out, ang substitution during free throws comes after the second free throw na now. Hindi na sa gitna ng dalawang free throws. That's one of the rule changes that we have for this conference.
That's true. Scoreline here in the second quarter is 21 against 9 in favor of the Road Warriors.
Halfway through quarter number 2, Joshua Monzon will kick it to the corner. Upstairs to Brown. He hits another one. Pangalawang tres na yan.
And again, his arrival really means a lot para dito sa team na ito. 16 of the 36. Another long ball delivered by Brown.
Then Dequan will attack. Drop it over to big boy Capullo, who gets it to go. At meron pang bonus free throw para kay JL.
Third start for John Lawrence Capullo. Another big-bodied, big man para dito kay Coach Jimmy Alapa.
He was bigger pa before, but he has really trimmed off. No, sabi, nag-usap kami before the start of last conference, and he had really shed off a lot of weight just to get a little bit quicker. But it seems yung power andyan pa rin.
Hinahanap ko si Dominic Fajardo kasi sabi mo,
Siya pa yun.
oh, biggest.
Di pa nga napapasok sa laro si Dominic. Kanya ba siya sa bench? Parang wala. Pati sa warm-ups kanina, hindi ko nakita si Dom. T. Brown is bumped by Capullo.
Who had to close out long dahil si Brown shows us hindi lang sa tres. Kung hindi sa longest arc, kayang tumikada.
Bagong 14 para rito sa Risers. Munzon comes out to receive it. Abilionar sets a screen. Joshua will take it from 18. In and out. Up ahead to Shawnee. Shawnee on the run. Left it for Bolick. Pepeke ng tres sabay saksak and there's a reach in from behind. Tumama raw sa braso. Sabi ni referee Charlie Amparado, Sahonia saying, challenge it, I didn't touch him. And I think Coach Renzi did. Did he? Ay, hindi na. Mukhang tuloy na. Under the rules yata, baka hindi challengeable yun.
Yes.
Oh, the rules that we have for this conference. Dequan! The three is a miss. Mun's on the board. Siya na rin magtatawid. Nagmamadali si Joshua. Crossover. Oy! Everything but the layup.
Indeed.
Berto cross court. Dequan into the paint. Felt there was contact. Back and forth tayo rito in these past few sequences. Mintis na naman ang layup ni Monzon. Baksak si Abilionar. Bola nasa ultra pa rin. Brown thinking about the four. Maybe another one. It's short. Abilionar tips it out of bounds. It's going to head back NLEX. What a strange sequence that was. Back and forth, but nothing hitting the mark for both teams.
Multiple and consecutive empty possessions here. And consecutive layups missed as well by both teams. Pero pabor pa rin sa NLEX dahil natili sila na namang ng 17.
Okay nga sila kahit wala na mag-score the rest of the game.
Built around a 23 against 12 scoreline here in the second.
Okay, na technical si Joshua Munzon for saying something not so nice sa ating mga
At yung
referees.
technical foul ay personal foul under FIBA rules.
Correct. And a team foul as well.
Correct.
Titan Ultra is in the penalty. So every foul they commit from here on will result in free throws para sa NLEX as Berto misses the technical free throw. At samantalang dalawang team foul lamang ang NLEX so far. So they've been defending without fouling.
Correct. Meanwhile, better defense is imperative para dito sa Titan Ultra, especially containing their defensive assignments and sprinting down in transition and protecting the rim.
4 minutes and 12 ang natitira sa ating first half. Winston trying to get free. Finally gets the pass. Drives in.
Wow.
Ang daming resistance pero umabot rin siya all the way.
Yes,
Hindi lang niya na-shoot.
Naka-ere pa.
Joshua over to Sahonia. Too strong on the three. Up ahead to Herndon. Herndon looking for someone to pass to. Lumapit si Capullo. Dami pang oras sa kanilang shot clock. Don't need to rush, but Kapulong will take the J and get it to go. 4 points na si Kapulong.
Leaner, lighter. Makita mo may lift dun sa kanyang turnaround jumper. 4 points as a starter. Enjoying these precious minutes, showing us the stuff that he's made of. Up 19.
Yun na nga, unti-unting namamaga yung lamang yun. Slowly, hindi naman big run. There was a short big run that made it about 13, 14. Slowly, it's just growing.
Dahil tigang na ang opensa rito. Kung hindi pupunto si Brown at hindi bubuga itong si Josh Monson, sino ang tutulong sa opensa ng Ultras, ng Giant Risers?
Soft touch, para kay Kapulong.
Hindi madaling tira yun dahil mahusay din yung opensa si Habilionar.
Here's Monzon once again, losing the possession. That's a turnover. Oh no, it's tipped out of bounds, says referee Amparado.
So si Winston ang last touch.
2.4 seconds. Mali yung nandyan na sa screen.
Oo nga, no?
Napake ako, coach. There was time. He didn't have to take it that quickly. But
Correct. Pwede pang isang ball reversal.
Winston. Jones from 17. That's another successful hoop.
In spite of the fact that he's had a 66% clip from the 3 ball at 4 of 6. So ulit nilang panalo. I'm a firm believer he's a much better mid-range shooter.
They go back to Brown. Babawi. Hindi. Rebound ni Bolick.
Napako na sila sa 36 points.
It's been a while, no? Mula
Correct.
nakabot nila yun. Kapulong, unable to get that. Valdez couldn't get the offensive rebound. Probably got hit in the eye as well.
Juan Pasamal is wide open in the deep left corner.
Nobody found him. Then now Monzon. Nice line, pero bitin ang tira. And Winston, tatapboard lang sa kabila.
That's the story of the second quarter. Countless layups scored by NLEX against the transition defense.
We mentioned it earlier, Coach, na
Yes.
laki na ng lamang sa points in the paint. And obviously, it's bigger and bigger as we go on. That's a 3 from Pau Habilionar.
NLEX has 11 fast break points here in this quarter for a total of 14 overall. That's the running game that they had built prior to the start of the Governor's Cup.
Well, finally, umuro na sa 36 ang Terra Firma. Sa Titan, rather. Dun sa 3-pointer ni Habilionar. 1 minute and 41 to go. Timeout is called by Coach Jimmy Alapag, but his team is up comfortably by 20.
Hey, we got a minute 41. Let's finish the half. Finish the half the right way. Let's go. DJ. JL. Tony. Head up. Hey. Quick, split. Right.
Ang mga laro natin bukas, gaganapin sa Smart Araneta Coliseum. It's going to be Convergent. Terra Firma, the first game. Meralco comes in to meet Phoenix in that second game. And so Terra Firma, this guy Chu has really shown that height is might. Daming rebound sa mga laro, di ba?
Ever since naman,
Yung ano kasi, last conference, may mga 7-footer, medyo nahirapan siya eh.
Oo.
Pero ngayon, 6'6 lang yung mga import, so kaya niyang kunan sa taas eh.
lamang na siya. Either way, mahirap maglaro. Mahirap lumabas yung husay. Pag may mga imports, napakahirap. Kaya pag All Filipino or Philippine Cup, parang nakawala sa koral.
Correct.
Local players sa pagalingan talaga at labasan ng showcase ng kahusayan.
Pero okay rin yung matchup dun sa second game na pinakita natin. Yung Cancino at Richie Rivero. Dahil
Nice.
magkakampi sa UP.
Oo nga.
Tapos sa mga scorers ngayon, ng mga kanilang mga teams, sila yung mga
Correct.
leading scorers.
So, mga kamador na, no?
Coming into their own as stars in this league. There's Brown attacking, can't get it. Flying in for that rebound was Mark Omega.
That's something that they need moving forward dahil kanina pa sila pinupulutan ng offensive rebounds at second chance ng Road Warriors. Ito naman, nobody blocking out Omega.
It's plays like that that will keep him on the team.
Kailangan yung mga effort plays na off the ball, napakahalaga. Kung hindi ka on the ball player o pupuntahan, kailangan off value. May pakita mo kung paano ka makakatulong.
Franyu trying to get it in. He finds Vaughn, the quick release. Mintis. So after hitting his first, Vaughn has missed a couple of jumpers.
Much improved vertical nitong si Kapulong. No?
Big body talaga.
Ayan, screener.
Undersized talaga sa height ng NLEX, but they've got some big bodies, some rough players, guys who can bang with the best of them. Diba Semera, dyan si Brandon Ramirez, and dyan si Bahio. As we see a nice finish on the fast break from Tyrell Brown.
The value of pushing the basketball as quick as possible. Good find coming from you, setting up itong si Brown. Una was a total of 18 points.
Dequan, jumper from 18. Swabbing na naman ang kanyang outside shot. He hit one from the left flank earlier. Ngayon sa may top of the key naman.
That's what you like when a reinforcement comes in peak shape. High-level player.
Brown at the post. Semi-hook shot. He's good once again. 20 na.
20 na. 13 sa unang 12 minuto. 7 dito sa second quarter. That's 20 of the first 43. 19 second quarter points para sa kanila, 31 para sa Road Warriors.
Halos patas na ang orasan natin dito sa second quarter. Last shot time for the Warriors. Can they extend this lead? It's at 18 right now. Bolick wants more. He kicks it to the corner. Jones, that's a miss, but who's there? Muntik na. Enoch couldn't put it in. So the lead grew. It was 6 at the end of 1. Now it has tripled. It's an 18-point lead.
Correct. From a high of 12, it was down to 4 at the end of the first quarter. As we can look at Evan Nelia also trying to find his way back to the active roster. But at the end of the first 24, as the smoke clears, 18 kalamangan ng NLEX.
Ang ating score at the half, 61-43, 18 ang lamang ng NLEX over Titan Ultra. And so far, you know, NLEX really just on a roll. 2 games na nananalo. Ngayon, mukhang on the way to another one, Coach.
Back-to-back 30-point quarters para kila Coach Jimmy Alapag using their vaunted individual defense, fueled by their running game. And then you also talk about very efficient local support para sa kanilang reinforcement na si Dequan Jones.
Speaking of Dequan Jones, of course, going to work as usual. And already has 15 and 5 at the half on good percentage shooting. And the imports actually gave a good account of themselves in the first 24 minutes.
Very true. And that's the reason why at one instance, itong si T. Brown, naidikit ang team ng NLEX. But then again, nung bumalik si Dequan Jones, na iba na ang istorya. Writing a different narrative, playing harder and even better, and just inspiring the rest of the local unit to join forces with him to build an 18-point edge.
Well, not too shabby rin ang laro ng local unit nga ng NLEX.
So,
kasi maraming katulong, di ba? Yung mga gwardiya.
Lalong-lalo si Kevin Alas at si Robert Bolick na nasa double digits at the end of the first 2 quarters.
Ito naman si T. Brown. Ito yung nagawa niya. 20 points and 4 rebounds. At maganda rin ang kanyang porsyento mula sa field.
Imagine mo kung wala itong si T. Brown, lalong iwan ang Titan Ultra, but he needs a lot of help from the rest of the local players. And it has to start on defense. Contain, for defensive assignment, more effort sa kanilang transition defense as well.
Nakita nyo yun, sa nakatira ng 4 ito si Brown. Titingnan niyo yung daliri niya. 4. First time niya mag-ganon 4.
Yes.
Diba? Sa ibang liga, hanggang 3 lang. Ito yung mga numero natin, Coach.
Rebounding, problema ng Titan yan. Second chance points, konektado yan. But the fast break scoring really hurt them. Gave up 11 second quarter points in terms of fast break scoring. And the bench has delivered again and again para sa NLEX. And fueled by the rebounding, points inside the paint dominated by the Road Warriors 32-14.
3 players in double digits para sa NLEX. Nabanggit mo na nga, Alas and Bolick supporting Jones. Shawnee's got 8, almost there. Tyrell Brown, 20. Tapos 4 na lang ang susunod na kanyang local support.
Masakit, mapait. Lalong-lalo na if you have Joshua Monson, whom we know that can score in double figures, contained to just 2 baskets.
Pero sa perimeter points, lamang naman ang 10 ang Titan. 28-18. Doon sa start na yun, lamang sila.
Pero kinakayod sila. At yun yung testament sa depensa ng NLEX na hindi nagbibigay ng punto sa loob. Kundi talagang hindi ka naman pwedeng hindi rin tumama sa haba ng laro. Pero NLEX will live with that. Try to beat us from the outside rather than allow you to score on the inside.
Franyu to Mark Omega, who's at the baseline, and the nice cut from Omega, who was disappointed na hindi nga naipasa sa kanya earlier on the break.
Oh, but they kept moving and Franyu rewarded them. At si Franyu starting on the third quarter after coming off the bench to open up this match.
Then they give him a 3. Robert Bolick just suddenly releases, so he adds on to his total.
It has to be harder para kay Robert Bolick for you to be able to contain him dahil parang komportable masyado si Robert Bolick in taking his shots.
Mark Omega gets the offensive rebound and tries the putback. He's fouled on the way up, and I think he got hit where none of us would like to get hit. That's why he was hopping around a little bit, trying to get his balance. Got hit at the crown jewels.
Mas kinaatapang-atao ka, sakit yan.
Pero mukhang na-stabilize na niya at titira ng 2 free throws. The hardworking Mark Denver Omega.
Like the name.
Ito mo yung maganda rito sa mga box scores natin pag nakukuha natin after every quarter. You see the full names of the players.
Correct.
I was talking to Robbie Herndon earlier and I said, you know, were your parents fans of Robert Conrad? Because his name is Robert Conrad Herndon.
Oh.
And he doesn't know who Robert Conrad was.
Bata pa kasi.
Tayo kasi alam natin yan. Kung nanonood ka ng Wild Wild West natin back in the day, di ba? Bago sila Will Smith yan, yung Wild Wild West na original. And sabi niya, I don't know, maybe I should ask them. And I said to him, yeah, you should ask them. You should Google him. Yeah.
Complete name.
Kasi, di ba, sikat na artista dati yan, si Robert Conrad.
Gandang lalaki.
That's what I told him too.
Yes.
Sabi ni Robbie Herndon, of course. Inaakuna niya yung pagkagandang lalaki. Here's big boy Capulong, hook shot. Hindi niya mapasok this time. Bakbakan sa rebound, natapik ni Omega to Munzon. Munzon will push as usual. Up ahead to Franyu, cross court to Omega. Babasket na naman si Mark Omega.
Double effort. Two-way plays from Mark Omega. And a mini run para dito sa Titan Ultras. Coach Jimmy calls timeout right away.
You didn't tell me that Big's gonna beat all y'all down the floor like that for a layup? Come on. Come on. A play like that gives them confidence to come back to this game. Come on, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Hey, we're going regular 77. Berto here. JL.
Okay? On the double, on the screen. Pag wala, guys, rotate lang tayo. Okay? Now, on our offense, if they make a shot, we inbound. Ikaw na lagi mag-inbound. Oh, ano? Tyron, we inbound. Let's push the ball. Oh, let's push the ball. Let's push the ball. Okay, come on, let's go.
Nagbabalik ang 50th season ng PBA. During the halftime huddle of Titan, Coach Renzi emphasized to play defense. Sabi niya sa players, konting pride naman on your one-on-one defense. He also put the emphasis that they are being out-rebounded. They also regrouped on limiting Daquan Jones and Robert Bolick. Over on the side of NLEX naman, Coach Borgi commended the team for their performance and to continue keeping the pace high. They are also taking advantage of the new import of Titan as NLEX saw he is still not in good shape with their team. Balik muna sa inyo.
Well, malaking tulong naman siya. Despite the fact na hindi pa masyadong nakaka-adjust.
Just his presence alone really helped out itong Giant Risers. Kaya nga bumaba yung kalamangan kanina sa 6 sa pagtatapos ng unang quarter dahil sa mga puntos at laro nitong si T. Brown.
Meron tayong head coach challenge, the first of the game. And I think the debate is over whether who touched the ball bago lumabas. Kasi parang wala namang foul na tinawag. Happened here to the right side of where we are situated. And while that's being ironed out, you know, we saw Robert Bolick on the screen, and indeed, he has been a thorn on the side of Titan. Watch this.
That was after a timeout, a double team against Berto Bolick.
Tapos ball stays daw. Ball stays with NLEX ang sabi ng mga referees. Pero
Last touch.
mukhang last touch si Berto pag based on that angle.
Robert Bolick, most productive game so far here in the Governor's Cup, with I believe a total already of 15 points.
After the review, last touch po si Robert Bolick. Therefore, the challenge of Titan Ultra is successful.
Successful. So bola na ng Titan Ultra. And Robert Bolick saying, pero may foul. Hindi, pero hindi naman tinawag. So ball, so hindi pa na nakuha ng NLEX. Ball stays on the side of Titan. So baseline inbound, ano mangyayari rito? Side court rather, sorry. Brown will take the assistant to Sahonia. Now, Monzon. Balik kay Brown. Gusto umatake. Si spin. Went under. Ang ganda ng galaw, ha? Hindi lang niya nakompleto.
Ganda nung inbound play. It's to get him deep in the post block of those 2 screens. Kasi inbounded the basketball.
Si Berto pa na yan. Paliwanag pa rin kay referee Vipinoso.
Ang layo mag-free throw ni T. Brown, no?
As it stay right at the line.
Ayun. Interesting.
Yung mga ganyan eh. There are some players who do that. There are some naman who don't stay in the middle.
Kumakanto,
To
di
the
ba?
right or to the left, di ba? Depende sa angulo.
Di ba, binabanda po eh.
Oh,
You like the effort here of Titan.
si Sahonia, hinaharap talaga si Bolick.
Oh, that's effort. Sabi nga kanina, pride naman sa depensa, individual defense. Effort plays ang hinahanap ni Coach Bahar.
Watch
Lalo
that.
sa depensa.
Double on Shawnee Winston. Almost lost it. Natawid na. Ngayon may numbers naman ng NLEX. Hindi lang makompleto ni Enoch. But then, Shawnee Winston cleaned that one up. Trying to look for the quick reply ang Titan. Sahonia from 3. Ayaw pa rin. Jones will run right into Sahonia. Dalawang tangke. Mas malaki lang yung isa.
Actually, ang bumanggaron ay si Brian, pero ang umulpit ay si Brian din. What about that play coming from Winston? Siya yung nagtawid ng bola against the double team. Siya rin yung nag-follow up at yung score of an offensive rebound.
Apulong is relieved as Anthony Semerad returns. And he's been quiet in this game. Si Tony Semerad, 2 attempts from the 3-point line.
Different role. But they want somebody quicker.
Oh, parang pinabayaan si Bolick doon. Didn't take it. Shawnee will. In and out para sa kanya as Fran Yu corrals the rebound up ahead to Brian. Brian will drop it off to Monzon. An unselfish play, the right play.
Their own version of the running game. Unraveling dito sa umpisa ng third quarter. Kalamangan bumaba sa 14 mula sa pinakamalaking 23 at 59-36.
Tama. Winston ngayon, nililapit ng konti. Needs someone. Ball finds its way to Semerad, and he finally hits one. Kapupunta ko lang. Dalawang pintis sa 3. Ngayon, nagpakita na.
Malibre ng bahagya. Lista mo na.
Quick release pa eh.
Yes.
Sahonia, short range. Yung assist halos pareho lang. Parang 15 to 12. We showed it on your screens.
Better offense here in the quarter para dito sa Titan.
Not as many assists for NLEX thus far. That's taken away. Sahonia's by his lonesome, so he'll wait for Monzon. And then try to go all the way in, and he finishes. Ang tapang rin talaga nito eh.
Malakas, matapang. 13 points. Saka ano scorer din ito nung college 13 points para dito sa Titan Ultra. Mayroon namang kabuang 8 para dito sa NLEX.
Ended up his career, of course, with a championship for San Beda. He was with the UAAP with FEU. Prior to that, it's going to be a foul on Omega.
Alam ko, balak na rin mag-pro nito sana previous season but decided to wait for another year.
Jones from the outside knocks in the 3 and is looking for a foul as well. Monzon will finish on the other side. Quick reply from Titan.
Off-made basket, no problem. But NLEX will reach double digits here in the quarter with a total of 11 points after that last triple by Lequan Jones.
That's short, and Titan has a chance to come closer. Monzon lost it. Or did he? Oh, the referee says it was tapped away.
No protest coming from Samarat. Better effort here in the third. The Giant Risers no doubt. Led of course by Monzon and Sahonia.
Nabanggit nga ni Ella, sabi humingi yung coach nila ng konting hustle sa depensa naman, energy.
Correct.
And Tony Semerad, once again, as we have seen him do in many, many seasons already, gets tied up with an import. So they're still talking. You know, pati si Bol Manutbol, naging kaibigan ni Tony Semerad, di ba? Naalala mo?
Alam sabi naman ni Mr. Semerad, nagpapakilala lang.
Of course.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to the PBA. Avillionar is blocked. He gets it back. Outside, ball finds its way to Monzon for 3. No. Another time. Aangat. Ayaw pa rin. Nakuha pa rin. Ifran Yu, and what an effort from the little guy.
That's the operative word right now here in the third. Effort. That's the reason why from being down 23, 12 kanilang gustong habulin at this point.
We're just being out-hustled. Hey. That's not who we are, fellas.
Baka meron, makakuha tayo.
Here, saka dito, pwede, ha? Not on the middle, ha?
Para makakuha tayo. Now, if they made the shot, okay, Tyrell, you're the last line. We can go. Josh, go right away. Pag wala, anytime ka na.
Welcome back to the 50th season of the PBA. According to Fran Yu, one of the struggle of the team is the lack of a big man, and he knows that they are struggling now so far here in the conference. So sabi niya nga, nagagawa siya ng paraan in all ways para lang makatulong raw sa game. In terms of mental load naman raw, sabi niya na he's laking gulo daw siya or nasanay siya sa gulong surrounding. Kaya naman for him, when it comes to scuffle or kaya masyadong maraming nangyayari, kayang-kaya niya raw to remain calm and to see the bright light in all things. Balik muna sa inyo.
Pag sanay ka sa gulo, parang pwedeng kalmado ka lang no, dito sa PBA. Okay na,
Nothing is
nakita ko na yan dati. Oh. Mas magulo to sa amin. Diba? Parang gano'n di ba?
Parang wala yan sa tatay ko.
Oo, yun. Uy, bagsak si LJ. But he's able to field it to Winston, who dropped it to Dequan. But he can't finish on the baseline layup. Mahirap talaga yung layup na yan from the side.
Totoo, walang banda
Monzon from the corner. That's a 3. And look at this comeback. It's real right now. Single digits na lang yan.
Totoo yan. 20 para sa Titan, 11 para sa NLEX.
And Bolik able to hit that as a player is on the floor. Bagsak. Avillionar, I think, got elbowed, he is saying. And,
Oo nga, no? But somebody has to take charge right now para sa NLEX amidst this uprising ng Titan.
parang nasaktan talaga si Pau. Let's watch what happened here. As Bolik drives, baka nabagsakan kasi ng Siko. Meron ba? Ay, hindi. Saan? I didn't see how that happened. But obviously, he got hit. Dahil kalaking mama na balag naman din. Nakahiga ngayon at hindi bumaba.
Re-review naman yan.
Might have to see another angle. In the meantime, itong NLEX, if you're Coach Jimmy, you're concerned. Because last game, remember, laki ng lamang, pinahabol nila, muntik na sila madali ron. And right now, they're allowing third quarter pa lang yung kabilang panic na lumapit. As we see Coach Borgie Hermida leading this huddle.
It is the run that Titan was looking for. Meron silang isa kanina bago matapos ang first quarter. Pero dito, sa pagsimula pa lang, makita mo yung double effort defensively for them. Especially from Sahonia and Monzon. And now, following suit. Itong si Fran Yu.
That's right. Abilinar is up and about. And, you know, actually, si Pao Abilinar, yun! Last game, he was thrown out. Ejected yan for striking Jalen Hudson on the head. And now he gets it in return. But this might have consequences if there's going to be a punishment on Dequan Jones.
Let's see.
We're still waiting as they review it. There's 5 different guys reviewing. 2 of our referees, the referee in charge, and we have our FIBA representative who is here. May konting dal tayo rito. Pinaalala lang namin sa lahat na meron pa tayong second game. San Miguel Beer will take on the Macau team which lost badly sa kanilang unang outing. And there's games tomorrow as well at the Araneta Coliseum. Tuesday games will become standard at least for the next few weeks. So you have another extra day to catch PBA games aside from the usual Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. We'll have Saturday games as well.
Correct.
Apakaraming basketball.
Which is good.
Yeah. Can't get enough of that. Ooh. And while we enjoy, of course, basketball, we also need to enjoy some football. Malapit na. Final four.
After the official review, a sportsmanlike foul on number 54, Daquan Jones.
Foul is called on
That's his
Dequan
third.
Jones.
Fourth team foul
Third
for the NLEX
personal
Road
to Dequan
Warriors.
yan. What is the consequence though? Unsportsmanlike fouls, it's going to be free throws and possession, I believe, for Titan.
Ang nililiwanag si Coach Lance Bahar.
It's not a disqualifying foul because disqualifying foul ang kay Pau. Pau doesn't want any of it. Lumalapit si Dequan to talk to him and Pau is saying, nah, you hit me on the head. Siniko mo ako, bro. Muna akong kausapin. Maybe later. Well, you know, if you can dish it out, you better be able to take it as well. And you know, Pau's a tough kid.
But he has to understand they are in the midst of this huge third quarter rally. Once he did free throws that he needs to convert.
Makes the second. Possession remains with Titan Ultra. It's going to be a backcourt inbound. Joshua saying, why not here?
Iba rules.
Yes, sir. This is a period of adjustment. Oh, look at Pau. Dequan's talking and Pau Avilinas covering his ears. Sabi niya, not listening to anything you're gonna say. Sila pa rin nagbabantayan. Panunorin natin yan.
No limitangere.
Yun na nga. Diba? Get away from me, boy. You know, tuloy-tuloy pa rin si Dequan. Parang... oh, so hindi pala. Front court pa lang. So, kaya nga, it's a period of adjustment for everybody because of the change in the rules. So, magpasensyahan po ninyo. Fran Yu leans in. That's short. Keeps it alive. Out to Monzon. Oh, grabe to si Fran Yu looking for that ball. Monzon losing his footing. Goes inside to Pau. Pau powered up. Corner 3, Fran Yu. Ayaw. LJ. Bowling. Bitaw sa 3. Basket.
Told you. Push comes to shove. Bolick will take over. Good find by LJ Gonzalez. How many points for Robert Bolick? 20 to lead all Road Warriors.
Pass out ito si Monzon. So side court inbound lamang yan. Watch this. Sets his feet. Takes care of business.
And now he's free to play the shooting guard spot with LJ Gonzalez.
Yun na nga sinasabi ko, di ba? Yan ang versatility ni Robert Bolick. Pwedeng off the ball siya, nag-aabang na ng pasa. Magaling din kasi pumuesto. Oh! Look at Sahonya. Battling inside amongst the trees.
And that's a former Tamaraw against a fellow Tamaraw.
Free throws ba? May bibigay?
Jones bang sumabit? Penalty na ang NLEX. Napakahaba pa.
6:35 remaining.
Should be 2 free throws.
Already in that penalty zone. This time it's NLEX. Nung second quarter, napakaraming fouls ng Titan.
Kasi
NLEX.
sila naman yung tinakbuhan.
That's right.
Oo, nung second quarter, NLEX naman ang tumakbo.
And if you're wondering why the referees seem to be huddling more often right now, it's really to discuss what's next because of the new rules that we are implementing in this conference. This is only the 4th play date. And surely, lahat, including kami.
That's why we're observing.
And then NBA has its own rules as well. So if you're Coach Jimmy Alabag, you're really puzzled right now. You just came from several years in the NBA.
Learning process for everyone. Sino ba ang foul? Si LJ ba o si Jones?
Announcement coming up, number 4 daw. LJ yata. Ay, hindi, 14. $54. Was it Jones? Munzon at the line for another one.
It's Samrat. Slapped with a foul.
Okay, si Tony Semerat pala. Ang natawagan ng foul. Gonzalez.
Again, the backward pressure coming from the Giant Risers.
Just a dozen-point lead, coach. And a walk from Robert Bolick. Lost his footing on that penetration before kicking it out. So that's a turnover on NLEX and a chance for Titan again to come close.
That's good defense para dito sa Titan. Helping out the primary defender of Robert Bolick, who's been trying to carry the cudgels for NLEX.
Franyu. Hihingi ni Brown. Nasa kanya na. Semerat watching him. He'll try baseline. Bagsak silang dalawa. Charge daw, sabi ng baseline referee. Foul on Terrell.
Tremendous defensive effort coming from Semerat. Alam niya, araruhin siya. So what does he do? Step on the baseline. Look at this. Look at the lateral action of Semerat.
Na-bulldoze nga siya nito si T. Brown.
Someone who just loves playing hard-nosed defense. You always want at least 2 to 3 players on your team, like Tony Semerat.
Tony Semerat has never been shy to exchange words with imports in particular, or anyone for that matter. But, you know, 1 peso mal rechecks into the game. Labas muna si Brian Sahonya.
Yes, may kapatid dati yan na naglaro rin para sa San Beda before at sa PBA na si David Semerat.
That's right. Mas maaga na nagsawa sa basketball. Richie Rogers to LJ. They bring it to Dequan. In and out.
2 more free throws forthcoming.
Richie Rogers reaching in on that loose ball play. So sending T. Brown to the line. At may pasok niya itong dalawang to. Down to 10 na ang lamang ng NLEX with 5:55 remaining in the third.
Second quarter, kulang na kulang ang local support. Dito naman sa third, locals ang bumubuhat para dito sa Titan Ultra.
Nasa Inares Center Antipolo po ang PBA sa araw na ito. Ako po si Charlie Cuna. Kasama ko si Coach Ronnie Magsano. Pati na rin si Ella Gomez and the rest of our team for game number 1 of this PBA Tuesday doubleheader. Brown missing that second one. So
Second split, no? Kanina si Habilio na rin sablay ng isa.
11 pa rin ang lamang. LJ having trouble, but that forward pass, which should be done more often, finds its way to Bolick, who misses, but Semerat jumps for the board. Bolick can't take it. LJ says, ako na pare. 3 points pa gusto mo? Sige. Sabi niya kay Robert Bolick.
Ibang klase rin itong manlalaro ito talaga. Ultra athletic. And the second miss by Bolick, nobody blocking out. And LJ Gonzalez. Rises head and
Mataas
shoulders
tumalo ng mga
above.
guardia. Yung Sonny Winston, ito si
Bata
LJ.
pa eh. Saka talagang gifted din talaga.
Springs. But he can't complete the three-point play. Another missed free throw. Coach, what's going on? Kailangan yata ng Ronnie Magsanok free throw shooting.
Pressure din kasi nakakahabol na bagay ang kalaban.
Avillonar hit one in the first half. At that time, Bakers doesn't lead for the Road Warriors. Almost taken away by you. Naku, bakbakan talaga nangyari doon. LJ is fouled. Na-sandwich ng dalawang Titan players.
14 foul para sa Titan Ultra. Let's look at the quarter scoring. 23 for the white shirts. Total of 18 for NLEX. Kanina single digit na lang kalamangan dito ng NLEX. But Robert Bolick, Gonzalez, and Semerad making sure that they stay above the waterline. Umagal ang ating third quarter. There's an early penalty.
Aris Junicio, isa pang inaasahan na scorer sa kupunan ng Titan. Ipinasok ulit, just really cannot get it going.
Sablay muli si LJ Gonzalez. Gonzalez, 18 points in the first two games, 13 versus Macau, 5 versus Terra Firma. Today, with 6 points off the bench.
Lead back up to 14, approaching the 5-minute mark of the third quarter. It was a 23-point lead at one point. Naibabayan all the way down to 9. Fran Yu trying to draw a foul, almost made the basket. Not getting that call.
Lee Brown was asking for the basketball in the post block earlier.
Semerad, the three. That's good for Anthony. Second three-pointer for him.
6 in the ball game. Lahat galing dito. 2 3-point baskets. Suddenly, they're up by 17 once again. Able to deflate his third quarter uprising in Titan Ultra.
Joshua Munzon to the basket. Gets the layup to go.
Tough to guard. Got quick, got long. Also strong. Double-digit game for Monson tonight.
Magaling din mag-finish kasi yan si Joshua
Asto
Munzon.
malo eh. Saka grabe pag nakabuelo.
Dequan too strong. Richie Roderick kept it alive. Semerad another one. At that time, Joshua Munzon rushing forward, avoiding the defense. Goes to Von Pesomal. Can't put in the three. Rebound LJ Gonzalez. Heading the other way.
Sayang yun para kay Juan Pesumal. As a giant risers, wide open look.
Bolick the spin. Oh. That's just a pretty move.
We're so used to Robert Bolick taking over. He had a different look when this game started, and there's no letting up the gas pedal para kay Robert Bolick.
Panoorin natin yung galaw niya. Play of the game. Atid sa atin ang Sports Plus as we waltz into this timeout.
Pag wala nangyari ron, screen kay ball para may option tayo dito. Okay, Josh? Stay in the corner, Josh, ha? Hindi natin, ha? Ball, Irene, Harris, Josh. Dali mo na. Go screen. Screen down. Open, take that shot. Pero ito. Go, bang it inside. Bang it inside.
Tuloy ang labanan sa Governor's Cup bukas sa Smart Araneta Coliseum. Converge and Terra Firma first, and then Meralco and Phoenix for our second game. So stay tuned, of course, here sa RPTV at sa One Sports YouTube. Thanks to everyone watching, of course, on the YouTube channel. We know some of you are on the move, and yet you're still tuned in. And you've been treated to a Robert Bolick show.
Yes.
Once again. Not the first time.
We're not surprised. The first time here in the Governor's Cup.
Oh.
And he has scored 10 of the 24 third quarter points dito sa third.
Chumang down to Brown. Brown trying to back Jones. into that area, but Sumang is open from 3. That's his second sa larong ito.
That's the importance of getting that basketball deep to deep round. Let the offense flow through his hands. Inside-outside game, 3-point conversion, down to 14 kalamangan ng NLEX.
Baseline drive though, Robert Bolick. He's really feeling it right now. Doesn't care who's guarding him, how many are guarding him.
Second 12-point quarter for Robert Bolick for a total of 24 points. Almost single-handedly deflating this fight back ng Titan Ultras.
4 is short, up ahead to Jones. Jones facing Brown. Jones will wait. Bolick walks into the picture. Dadalhin sa may kaliwa, sabay bounce kay Jones. Kakaliwa, layup, pintis. But then, free throws will be awarded.
One of the best ball screen operators, itong si Robert Bolick. Pretty much in the same manner na ating legendary head coach ng NLEX na si Coach Jimmy Lapag na master ng ball screen offense. In his prime, of course.
Grabe rin to si Jimmy. Pagtingin legend talaga yan because of his greatness at his stature, especially dito sa PBA and then sa international competitions.
Yes,
Nagpakita.
correct.
Parang ikaw lang, coach.
At that size, my goodness, unbelievable.
And that fighting heart that we always used to see.
Being fiery.
Doesn't matter how many points we were down. When Jimmy was there was a chance.
Wala pa yung Steph Curry logo 3, meron na siya niyan.
Correct. Sahonya. Step back, jumper. Pasok naman para kay Brian.
5 points, 2 possessions. Let's see if they can finish this quarter with a strong kick.
That's
To try and
Brian
stay
to the
closer. Correct.
Trying to get closer. Ayun, closer to the basket. Yan, si Robert Bolick.
Again, the same question I posed in the first 12 minutes. Who can stop Robert Bolick? Look at that game face for Bolick tonight.
And what you like from his teammates is they keep feeding him. Parang, sige, ikaw na muna. You're on a roll. You know, they know he's feeling it.
He's scoring like an import already with 26 to even outscore the reinforcement as the Dequan Jones. Leads all scorers, by the way.
Yung huling punta yata ni Dequan Jones. Nandiyan na ba si Bolick? Ayan, nandiyan na.
Ang talaan ni Robert Bolick sa dalawang laro ay 21 points. Dito, 26. More minutes. Aggression is on for Robert Bolick. Sipin mo, magte-30, third quarter pa lang. So, ibig sabihin, kayang sumingkwenta.
Ay, hindi. Kaya naman talaga,
Diba,
coach.
no? Grabe.
He's one of those who are truly capable of achieving that. But he'll rest right now.
Has to.
Pagka okay ka na eh. Quota ka na dito sa third.
Kevin Alas, who also had that outstanding stint earlier, also scored double-footers after the first 2 quarters with 12 points as well, just like Robert Bolick.
Omega hits the first free throw. There's Robert Bolick. We don't have enough praises for the way he has played.
Right. 31-point quarter para sa Titan. Pero ang NLEX, nagda-32. NLEX meron na rin 29. Nakabalik eh.
Yun, nakaagaw pa. Suma, biglang bapo to ng 3. He gets it again! His third of the game!
This is the strong end of quarter kick na hinahanap natin sa Titan Ultra, Giant Risers para muling makaramdam ng pressure kahit paano ang NLEX.
Buntik na sila ma-violation dun, ha? Kevin Alas released just in time.
No Bolick, no Jones inside right now for the Road Warriors.
Will they survive these next two? 1 and 40. Brandon, step back. It won't drop. Bahio trying to keep it alive, but Pesumal pulls it away. It's only a 12-point lead. Sumang.
Cross match.
Matitira, oh.
Cross match.
Where do you go? Sahonya. Omega with the screen. The roll to the basket. Omega was wide open. And yet Winston takes it away and finishes. Meron pang foul. How quickly fortunes can turn dito sa ating mga laro.
Indeed. Costly turnover by the rookie. Turned into goal.
Look at Omega. Open underneath.
What about the defense of Shawnee Winston?
Tapos hinawakan sa dulo sa may bewang. Nakita-kita sa anggulong yun. So instead of bringing it down to 10, maybe 9, it's up to 14. Could be 15.
Only the second field goal for Shawnee Winston, by the way.
Ayun na naman siya, oh, yung 12, 5, 14.
Oh.
All three stat categories.
Double check. 12 points, sorry. 12 points for Winston. Nailagay mo kuya kay LJ Gonzalez.
13 na.
Preso na, another double-digit outing for Johnny Winston.
Sahonya sasaksak. Gets the 2 right back. You know, he really
Papawi.
wanted it. Oh,
Yes.
exactly. You could see it in his face. Gusto bumawi. Shawnee baseline. Gets it to go one more time with a foul.
Earlier, it was against Sahonya. Now it's against Omega. Look at this close-out counter move. That's a super talent, really. Excellent pickup by NLEX. And who did they give up? Jonel Policarpio.
Yeah. Trade doon. He also got lost in that shuffle of guards sa Converge. Si Shawnee. But then he comes in here and finds his spot.
11.5 points a game. 10 points versus Macau. 13 versus Terraferma.
He was one of the top players in the Commissioner's Cup. Right?
True.
Shawnee Winston, kandidato rin yan for best player.
Yes. Nasa top 10, ano?
Yeah. Sumang with 3 3-pointers in the game. This one's a 2. What a boost this guy has been.
8 points in the last 2 minutes of the third. And they have over 30 points in the quarter. Make that a total of almost 40 points.
Wow, these guards are putting on a show. Alas, Winston, and Bolig.
Grabe yung scoring dito sa third quarter. 36 para sa NLEX. 39 para sa Giant Risers.
Sumang will try again, just short on that play. Grabe, tumo-throwback to si Sumang. May mga games siya sa Northport na ganyan eh.
Oh, parang nanonood ako ng UE Red Warriors.
Ako, matindi siya ng mga panahon na yun.
Meron dyan Paul E.
Iba rin yun.
Iba rin talaga.
Last shot time.
James Martinez din dati yan.
That's true. Marcy. Pintis ang tira. Alas gets it. Flips it up. No go. At naubusan ng oras. Ang NLEX sa Sahonya. Seems like he's hurt. O natamaan bago natapos. But NLEX maintains its lead. It was 18. Lumiit ng konti. It's now 15. Attacking the hoop. They've been A1 in that spot. Second chance points naman. NLEX din, lumalaban. Crashing the boards for other opportunities. Just like that. 12-4 is the tally there. And of course, there's Robert Bolig, coach.
And that's the biggest factor. 14 of the 36 third quarter points generated by Robert Bolig. Sa akin, hindi lang yung quantity eh. Yung timing. Because nung tangka ng Titan Ultras na ibaba at mas dumikit, eh doon binuhay ni Robert Bolig itong NLEX para manatiling to stay above the waterline and hold fort laban sa Giant Risers.
Kaya naman nakita mo, napayakap si Coach Adonis Tierra.
Oh,
Robert Bolig.
To say simply, my hero, our hero. Yan.
Diba, basta nananalo ang NLEX, well, most of the time, best player si Berto. Sinasabi ni Coach Jong last conference, buti na lang, may Berto ako. But Sumang almost got that one to drop. Sayang yun. Bahio, long, lofted. Sumang ahead of the pack, should be an easy one. Aba, ito si Sumang, ha? Laki ng ambat.
13 for Sumang. 8
Shawnee.
third.
Tetres scopes. Ayaw. Bahio, tip, no go. Trying one more time. Look at the way he hustles for that. Gives it to Shawnee. Easy layup.
Rebounding has been controlled heavily ng NLEX since the start.
Pag ganyan ka-open ng player, off and assist, dapat 1 point each yung pumasa at yung nakashoot.
13 offensive rebounds on 48 total rebounds para sa NLEX.
T. Brown with the basket. He had been quiet for a long stretch.
He had 3 points in the third, a total of 23. Entering the fourth, that was 25.
Alas, that left-handed layup. Mali ang anggulo. Sahonya finds Sumang, feeling it, but not getting the basket. Alas in transition, releases a three, that's a miss. Brown to Pesomal. Pesomal stop and pop four.
Wow. These are early triggers that we're seeing.
Winston dancing with Sahonya. Winston rises.
It's difficult to guard. The ability to get to his shooting spots reminds me so much, not just of Chris Newsom, but DeMar DeRozan.
I was about to say that mid-range is really...
Mid-range master.
Wow. Brown can't hit the three. Ball goes to Sahonya. Sahonya stripped away by Herndon. Up ahead to Shawnee. And look at Alapag, nodding at his boys, saying, nice run. And that lead is back up to 13. 101 to 88.
Brian! Josh! Fran! Walang screen ha! Omega, saka lang! Okay? Right away, Fran! As ni Josh! Josh! Ando! Attack! Brian, left screen! To Tyrell!
Shawnee here. Bobby. Brandon. Kyle. Hey. Keep. Quick, keep. Go get him.
Coach,
Kevin, come
mabuhay ang mga mahuhusay na gwardya sa PBA. Napakarami niyan eh. Kanina pinag-uusapan natin si Berto Bolic. We showed the highlights. Kevin Alas has been splendid as well in this game. You know, and then of course, you have Shawnee Winston who's really strutted his stuff. And Shawnee's wares.
You cannot overemphasize the value of having Shawnee Winston on board. No Robert Bolick inside. No Dequan Jones. But almost single-handedly has provided the answers. Ito sa Roy Sumang-led rally ng Titan Giant Risers. And Winston has done it in multiple ways. Defensively, he has been tough. Mid-range, he has delivered. Attacking the basket is also above par. And that's the reason why itong si Shawnee Winston has already accounted for a total of 21 points. Ayan.
To go with 6 boards and 4 assists. So namamasa rin. Dumi-rebound pa. Dumi-depensa pa as you pointed out earlier.
Pag may dalawang 20 plus na local scorers, malaki yun eh. Kasi alam mo naman na si Dequan Jones, productive constantly. So, ilan agad yun? 60 plus. And they have already accounted for 103 with almost still 10 minutes remaining.
Correct. Grabe nga, scoring game nga ito. You know, we have our low scoring games. This is not one of those. You see T. Brown
Pumping up his legs.
medyo napapagod na rin. And you know, this gives Coach Jimmy Alapag an opportunity to keep an all-local crew on the floor. Diba? Dequan Jones not on the floor right now. I don't even see him on the
Kasi
bench.
pangatlong sunod na laro nila, na rin nila ito halos eh, diba? Friday, tapos
Andun pala siya.
Sunday, tapos Tuesday. So,
Yep.
3 games in that span of days.
Tigatlo na nga itong dalawang team na to. Very early ang kanilang heavy schedule.
So, 3rd game in 5 days. Mahirap, diba? Pero lahat naman pagdadaanan yon.
Eventually nga magka-catch up din yan. Diba? Yung mga late joiners, katulad ng mga nag-finals last conference,
Yun.
once they start, sunod-sunod na rin.
Yes, lahat yan. Pagdadaanan yung tinatawag na pagsubok na yan.
So that's a 16-point lead. Looking to expand. Herndon goes to Alas.
Change up defense para sa white shirts. Zone defense na para sa kanila.
Herndon That's a 3 from Robert Conrad Herndon.
Bench scoring has also helped out itong NLEX. That was against the first look against the zone defense. They nailed a 3-point basket.
Brown to the glass. No goal. Winston on the run. Gives it to Herndon. Why not try again, di ba? This time it's short. He'll get it right back. Bounce it over to Shawnee. Ikaw naman, sabi niya. Sabi ni Shawnee, got it, bro. No problem.
Grabe, from all angles. Makes it look so easy.
Mimintis si Monzon. Mimintis si muli.
That's frustrating definitely for Josh Monson. The lead has now ballooned to 22.
Conrad almost got it to go. Second name niya po yun. Baka nagtataka kayo.
Robert
Alam ko si
Conrad.
Robbie yan.
Yeah. Look at this ball movement. Averaging 30 assists at least per game. The Road Warriors once again finding an open man. And again, three-point shooting has been heavy for the second straight game for NLEX. They had 14 made against the Referma, by the way.
Herndon's been in the league a long time as well. Entered with the Magnolia franchise and then transferred to Alaska/Converge and then ayun, nandito siya sa NLEX. Has become a specialist. He spots up from 3 and waits for those kickouts.
Right. Ang maganda lang sa kanya, pag pinasok mo, may makukuha kang dividendo agad eh. Very important when somebody embraces the role given to him, magaang.
Marami na rin tayo nakita, Coach, na kung ano yung role nila when they first started in the PBA has really changed. And I think the biggest example of that might be Kelly Williams.
True.
Diba? Na machine gun Kelly siya nung umpisa sa Santa Lucia. MVP, 20 points a game.
Yan.
Tapos ngayon diba? Minsan-minsan na lang tumira. Rebound.
Pero
minsan.
tuloy-tuloy nagcha-champion pa rin.
Tsaka ilang taon na siya dito sa liga.
Si Rafi Ribis nga, bumalik.
Oo nga.
Iba.
Diba? Speaking of those players, I saw Asi Taulava standing behind the bench of NLEX earlier. Nandiyan pa rin sumusuporta. Kabats ko yan.
Bata pa.
Bata pa.
Yeah.
Yun ang ibig ko sabihin, Coach. Robbie Herndon, Brandon Ramirez, battling inside to keep possessions alive para sa NLEX Road Warriors. If you're the coaching staff, you're happy with that because you're not always going to make the shot.
But
if
the
you
effort
fight,
is there.
Grabe.
And at times, that's one thing that you cannot teach. The effort, the ability to commit to doing extra things to help out your team.
NLEX also enjoys the benefit of playing against Titan, which is undersized as well. One of the more
Lalo na wala,
undersized teams.
pinahinga na si T. Brown. Dahil hawak mo siya ng hawak. At stretch na siya ng stretch dyan sa gilid. Alam mo, perhaps feeling gassed and the adjustment of playing extensive minutes. Mabuti nga, dating niya, tag-ulan na eh, di ba? E kung tag-init, imagine mo.
Right. Nabigyan pa siya ng medyo cool weather lately.
Oo.
Last week, ako, napakainit. Week and a half.
Sobra, sabay bumagyo.
Foul drawn by Aris Dionisio.
So, yung second rally ng Titan, nasagot na muli. Na-deflate na, na-diffuse ng NLEX. Lubolic and Shawnee Winston. And Several.
Si Ella may idadagdag dyan, Coach.
Attorney and Coach Ronnie, during the timeout huddle of Titan, Coach Renzi called his team once again, let's play defense, and gave a wake-up call. Fourth quarter, nahabuli naman natin. The coaches also discussed on having better ball movement. Over on the side of NLEX naman, Robert Bolick was very vocal on reminding his teammates no fouls. Si Coach Jimmy naman pushed his team in the rebounding department. When the shot goes down, take all those rebounds. Balik muna sa inyo.
Thanks a lot, Ella. That's just tough para sa Titan as they've dropped, they're down by 20. They had brought it down to 9. And Rob Herndon. Yan, ngayon, nakatres kasi muna, tapos ang free throws, ngayon mataas ng kumpiyansa, Coach.
Points off the bench. Almost 40 points today. Para sa NLEX winning that category.
Here they come again, the blue shirts. Monzon on the back, lying on his back. Bahio saves it. Shawnee Winston na naman.
Pambihira. Unstoppable. Ito si
Monzon.
Shawnee Winston.
Quick offense ba, Coach? I mean, you've said that once or twice in this game. Too quick.
Too quick. But sometimes you just have to go for your secondary break. Especially if it's not falling for you.
Ayun lamang, coach. Ito yung favorite ng kasamang Magumar dyan eh. 24 na.
24.
Isang kaha na eh. Diba? Diba?
Lalo pag, mga tao doon, sub-zero.
Yun na nga, the best. Beer below zero, di ba? Masarap yan. Roy Sumang though, he's given a nice account of himself,
Yes,
telling
yes.
Coach Renzi, pwede pa ako, Coach. Big Brandon back to the bench.
But he has to play tough defense against Robert Bolick. Sumang got his first start, his Governor's Cup.
Just when I thought Dequan Jones was not going to come back anymore, he's right back into the thick of things as Enoch will attack and get fouled.
Goes out counter move, beating the defense. And Joshua Monzon, 115 with still 7 minutes remaining. They scored 101 against the Reforma, 114 against the Macau Giant Pandas, eclipsing that 114. Will be setting their Governor's Cup best after this game.
Well, no doubt about it. After 3 outings, well, almost 3 outings, they're showing off that they can put points on the board. NLEX.
no
Maraming
doubt.
options kasi.
Ilan bang nag-20 mahigit dito? Si Bolick, 26.
Shawnee.
Si Winston, 26.
Meron pang Ebanelli waiting in the wings.
Oo.
Oh, yan, oh.
Jones, 19. Nakikita ko pa nga si Baser Amer din dyan kanina eh. Puro mga champion yan sa college.
Yeah. Sumang now. Inside to Brown, who finds Yu. Yu will release from 3. That's a miss. Yu hits the deck. He's still on the ground, sprawled. So lamang sa numero, the alley-oop to Enoch. Couldn't complete it, but keeps it alive.
Amores is in for the first time.
Ball goes to Yu. Arif Dionisio. Oh, he lost it on the way up. Dumulas.
Si Junicio may 3-point basket pa kanina first quarter, but wala nang field goal after that.
That's right. Free throws lang just a few plays ago.
Oo.
But nothing else.
5 points total.
Richie Roger goes over to Dequan. Half a quarter to go. That's a block from the athletic Enoch Valdez. Kala mo okay ka na. This guy can jump.
Layo ng pinanggalingan. Definitely a much better game tonight for the Giant Risers, but still not enough to stay close up to this point of the 4th and final.
Brown. Good defense. No daylight there. Shawnee in the middle of that break. Goes to Bolick, left side. Pasok na naman para kay Berto.
That's the 26-point scorer, sharing that basketball to the 29-point scoring leader para sa kanila. 29-point scoring leader, si Robert Bolick.
And then Sumang answers on the other end. 15 na, no? Para kay Roy Sumang.
Roy Sumang, 15 na nga ba? 15 na. Making full use of these extended minutes given to him.
Shawnee Winston also trying to keep in pace with Berto Bolick.
57 points combined. Bolick and Shawnee Winston.
You know, may best actor ka na nga, may best supporting
They
actor
also
ka pa.
parang replicating what they did in the previous Commissioner's Cup.
The 3 won't drop para kay Brown. I think his team is gone, you know. He's lost it. Just 5 minutes remaining in the game. Richie Roger, how unselfish can you get though? But Enoch cannot jam it through. Richie had a layup. Sumang with another 3. This is the most he's scored in many years. Shawnee mid-range. Good.
Diba?
DeMar Winston. That mid-range is spot on. Another rebound for Bolick. It's not all just points for Berto. May mga assist din yan. May rebounds din yan. They're really trying to get Enoch into it, but can't seem to find the right range as Dequan finds his range. That's another 3, and this lead is just ballooning.
114 against Macau. Giant Pandas 127 today.
31 na yung lead. 31.
Kanina dumikit na yan. Paulit-ulit. Titan Ultras pero laging may kasagutan ang Road Warriors.
Brown with the easy layup with 3:49 to go. I think the coaches might start clearing the benches.
Most probably.
Kasi desisyon. Mukhang ngayon na. Final score na lang inaantay natin.
One, two, three, four. Hey, listen. Hey, finish the game. Hey, if we have an opportunity to run, attack. If not, take our time. Hey, stay in four. Just stay in four steps. Four steps.
Balik tayo sa aksyon dito sa Inares Center Antipolo kung saan ang NLEX running away with this game. That's Commissioner Marshall. Ang kasama niya, ang owner ng Titan Ultra, si Brian Calantoc, who probably not feeling so nice about his team right now because of the score. It's a 29-point spread. Tyrell Brown, though, he's been all right considering the circumstances. Never really got to practice with the team and feeling a bit under the weather. But 27 and 10 overall for him.
Not bad. At a 10 of 24 shooting clip, he kept them in the game in the first two quarters at least. The locals suddenly exploded in the third to threaten the Road Warriors, indeed down to single digit, but Robert Bolick took over. And Shawnee Winston just said, have no fear. Kuya Berto, Shawnee is here.
That's right. Grabe yung 1-2 punch ng dalawa.
Bihira ka makakuha ng ganyan.
Hindi, tapos may alas ka pang umaalala.
Yo.
Hindi, Dequan Jones ka na nandyan, constant naman. May mga Bahiyo, Kapulong, those types of players who just
Semera.
do the little things. LJ Gonzalez, Semera, you're right. And some bench players have come in as we envisioned. That's Matt Nieto. And he's on the board. Diyan na rin si Gamboa, second generation player din yan, di ba?
And right now,
Arnold yan.
the refrain is, it's my turn.
It's my turn. Parang kanta yun.
Yeah.
Brown. Oh, too deep underneath. Got himself to a bind there. That's his doing.
No more lift. Definitely gassed at this stage.
Gamboa will attack the basket and miss. Inigo. Foul is called. Looked like a turnover on Titan once more, but they're bailed out by a whistle from our referee.
That's it para kay Team Brown.
Yeah.
Another former Bedan coming in.
Si Dami.
Kuntabay.
Hey, slim na slim si Dami ngayon, ha?
Yes, yes. Just like John Lawrence Capullo.
Yeah, using the time in between conferences to work out and
Which is always essential.
get into shape. Sumang having a great game. No connect there. And there's a foul, a push.
NLEX will climb to 3-0, unbeaten in Group A. Giant Risers will slide to 0-3. Double round elimination. 6 games sa kabilang group. Rather 12 games sa kabilang group. 10 games naman dun sa Group B.
That's right.
Bawat team.
Hindi natin kailangan i-even out yung yung number of games. Nieto. Well, you did mention earlier na may kambal nga si Anthony Semera, si Matt Nieto meron din.
Oo.
Si Mike na nasa TNT. Not too many of those have played in the PBA, yung mga twins. Marami magkapatid, pero yung twins hindi masyado. Joel and Noel Guzman. Last 2 minutes na po, hatid sa atin ng Sports Plus.
Sobrang paborito ko yung magkapatid na yun dati when I was in grade school sa San Pedro.
College team sila nun.
Oo.
Oo.
Pinapanood ko yun tuwing 7 o'clock ng umaga bago mag-flag ceremony.
As far as I know, yun na yung mga kumakambal natin. Ano yung tatlo? If there are more, hindi ko maalala right now. O si Cyrus Torres. Pinasok na. Shawnee with 39 and 6 and 0 turnovers.
See? Pareho sila ni Berto Bolic eh. Scoring total nila sa first 2 games. Nilampasan nila sa isang laro.
Matindi.
Silang dalawa ni Berto Bolic ngayon. Standouts talaga.
Titan hits 100 points.
Para probably personal best na ito ni Shawnee Winston.
Yeah, could be. Or close. Might have had another 30-point game last conference.
Not too
if I'm
many
mistaken.
players have 30-point games in their careers.
Yeah. Ayun, si Gamboa, Arvin Gamboa gets his basket underneath.
Anak ni Arnold, no?
Yes, sir.
Kita ko si Arnold doon nakaraan eh. Bato-bato pa rin eh.
Oo nga. Big frontliner, of course. Played much of his career with San
San
Miguel.
Miguel. Oh. In the mold of an Alvin Teng.
At kasama sa apat na sikat.
Alam ko
Iba
yan.
yun, iba yun.
Pero alam ko yan.
Alam ni Coach Ronnie yan.
Oo.
Hindi naman tayo nagkakalayo, Coach.
Bata ka naman, attorney.
Jutay lang.
Dute.
Here is the drive. Gamboa gets his second basket.
Sabi yan ni Coach Jimmy dun sa timeout, you get a chance to play, you play hard. You play with effort.
Yes, sir.
That's what we're seeing.
Take the shot if you can, di ba? Why not? Nakuha ni Inigo. He'll take the jumper. Can't complete it. And Capulong will pull it down. Baka hindi na tumira to. Hold, sabi ni Jimmy, hold. Pero magkaka-turnover sila rito. Kasi, hindi na. I know, tama.
Di ba nila kaysa mainis pa yung kalaban. 135 to 100.
Hoy, may quotient ha. Quotient is in play. Pero di ba, okay na. You're up by that much. 35 lang naman, di ba, Coach?
Sabi.
So every quarter, Coach, 30 or more points ang ginawa.
That's why they totaled 135 tonight. But it was not this way all throughout. As the Titan Giant Risers also fought long and hard. But they just came up short and will drop their third straight.
Coach Shawnee Winston had 30 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. But the best player of the game is Berto Bolic. Because yung 29, 7, and 4 niya, as you said, on 11 of 16. Timing ng mga tira niya talaga.
And he set the tone from the opening tip. Ultra aggressive at a very high shooting clip. Played in control. At yung third quarter run ng Titan Ultras na nagdelikado ang NLEX, siya talaga yung bumuhat para manatiling angat ang NLEX laban sa hamon ng Titan Giant Risers.
29 for Bolic, 34 Shawnee Winston, 35-point victory para sa NLEX. Up next will be our matchup between the San Miguel Beermen and the Macau Pandas here at Inares Center, Antipolo. Pero para sa amin ni Coach Ronnie Magsanok, tapos na ang aming duty sa araw na ito, pati si Ella Gomez. Ako po si Charlie Cuna from the rest of our crew for Game 1 of PBA Tuesday. Papaalam na po kami, pero stay tuned para sa Beermen versus Macau.
We have your player of the game, Robert Bolic, with 29 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. First and foremost, congratulations, Robert. Alam mo, earlier, nung nakausap ko yung Titan Ultra, sabi nila, ikaw daw ang pinaka nilulook forward nila makalaban today. So did you feel any pressure on the court from them?
Siyempre, pag ganun yung mindset nila, di ba, ang galing din nila actually, so nakaka-pressure nga, tama ka nga.
So with the addition of their import, ano yung mga necessary adjustments na ginawa ninyo?
Minor adjustment lang kasi nakasama na namin yung import namin dati, mabait siya, so kakilala na namin kumbaga. So konting-konting adjustment.
Lastly, may message ka ba sa mga friends, family, or fans na nanonood ngayon?
Una sa lahat, thank you Lord sa panalo. Siyempre sa asawa ko nandyan, I love you. Sa anak ko nandito. Sa lahat ng PBA fans, sa lahat ng sumusuporta sa PBA, maraming salamat. Sa lahat ng NLEX fans, maraming salamat sa suporta nyo. Tuloy-tuloy suporta lang. And maraming salamat. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Na, bye.
And there we have it, your player of the game, Robert Bolek. Now turn it over to the press room.
Welcome to the post-game press conference. We are joined by the winning head coach, Coach Jimmy Alapag. Coach, congrats on the win. Your import, Daquan Jones, has been producing numbers for NLEX today, but your locals have really showed up as well. You have Alas, you have Bolek, and you have Winston at double digits. Your assessment on how your locals are playing well in an import conference?
I think we're getting a lot of contributions from different guys. Obviously, Berto and Shoni are, a big part of what we do. I think they're two of the top young guards in the league. Obviously, Berto's been around for a little bit, but I thought their aggressiveness early in the game set the tone. Siempre si DJ, he's been solid these first 3 games, as we need him to be. But again, really happy with the effort from the entire group.
NLEX kontra Titan sa Inares Center, Antipolo. Pag-start ng quarter, Daquan Jones ang import, going to work right away, laying it in off the nice Robert Bolek pass.
Big start para sa NLEX once again. Setting the tone, riding the shoulders of Robert Bolek, who came to score and just make sure that they stayed ahead of the Titan Ultras.
Focus na focus si Robert Bolek hitting that 3-pointer. Kabilang panig naman ang bagong import ng Titan hitting a 4-pointer. T. Brown from the top of the key. At the end of one, it's a 6-point lead for NLEX.
At siya ay nagpahabol para dumikit ang Titan Ultra Giant Risers sa NLEX Road Warriors.
Come in the second quarter, a little bit more of Daquan Jones stealing that ball away, attacking the other side and punishing the rim on the fast break. And you talk about fast breaks. Itong NLEX na to, just finding transition points, di pa nakaset up ang depensa ng Titan.
Talk about early offense, primary offense. Really, that made it difficult para sa Giant Risers to keep in step. Doon sa first 2 quarters dito sa Road Warriors, living up to their moniker.
Ito nga yung threat ni Kevin Alas. Stretching that lead.
Na maganda rin ang nilalaro, averaging in double figures. He was the leading local scorer, by the way, heading to Game 3 para dito sa NLEX.
Brown gets that hook shot at the post, so he did show us some post moves in this game, ang kanyang maiden outing sa PBA. Pero nung nag-halftime, lumaki na ng konti ang lamang, nasa 18 na.
Oo, lumayo. Pero sa pagbubukas ng turn, kakayunin pabalik. Dahil sa depensa ang pinamala sila sa Honya, Franyu, at ito si Joshua Munzon.
Sa Honya taking it all the way to the rim. At Anthony Semarat coming off the bench in that third quarter.
He was instrumental in also trying to keep NLEX beyond harm's way and hit some crucial 3-point shots to push NLEX back to another sizable edge.
Ang veteranong si Roy Suma, maganda ang linaro offensively in this game. That's a 3-pointer. I think he had 3 3-pointers.
He had 4.
4 3-pointers.
To lead the locals in scoring with 18.
Pero to,
Bigat masyado. Bigat masyado. That's a total of 30 points. Bolek with 29. That's 59 out of the 89 starter points na mayroon sila.
97-82. It went down a little bit. 15-point lead entering the fourth quarter. But in the fourth quarter, it was all NLEX.
Oo, because the bench points once again came into play. But of course, Winston was a constant. Without Robert Bolek, he was the leader of the pack. And then the rest of the second unit players, once again, gave their share. But Robert Bolek, wow, outstanding today for the end time.
And to finish things off, kala natin hindi na babalik sa laro. Binalik. Sabi niya, sige, hirit muna ako. Bago matapos ang ating laban ng tref din. Si Jones mula sa kanto.
They just could not stop scoring. Sabi mo nga, lahat ng quarters, over 30 points. Ended up with 135. Governor's Cup best.